everybody, and welcome to Kusogrande live at AGDQ 2025. Great to have y'all. We've got a good audience here, yeah. So, we've got our last three matches coming up. First, Gunstar Heroes versus Author Blues. Our second match will be Superstar Sage versus Liz Star, and our grand finals at 1 p.m. I suppose the regular finals will be whoever wins from those two matches. Just so you know, the grand prize will be this wonderful Laserdisc copy of Waterworld. Ooh.
Kevin Costner's Waterworld.
Yeah. Which, by the way, you should also play Macaw's game Waterworld, which NPC did a fantastic run of.
It is free.
It's free.
So you have no excuse.
Free is good, yes. Second place will get a handheld console that was going to be from the CVS machine downstairs. However, they moved that machine, and the console fell out. It's still in the machine, but I can't buy it. So I will Amazon it to you, or we will figure something out. Thank you so much, CVS. And third place, which will be decided based off of who had the best qualifier score, will get extremely accurate birds. A wonderful calendar that is very accurate when it comes to nature.
And we are keeping away from Brossentia.
Yeah, I can't look at it. Okay, Gunstar Heroes and Author Blues are here. Gunstar Heroes, a local legend owning a video game store near about 10 minutes away. So it's great to have you here. Author Blues, of course, a Kusogrande legend in his own right, playing a lot of really weird stuff. Of course, great at Mario games as well, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, you're only doing a GDQ run for NES World Championship, so, that's great. Yeah.
Some people would respect that.
Now, yeah, but not me. You get Roadrunner Death Valley Rally. This is also being played at GDQ. If you don't see the run, make sure that you check the VOD. Now, both of you, are you ready to begin? Okay, in that case, feel free to start in 3, 2, 1, go! Well, NPC, thank you so much for joining me to do some commentary here.
Yeah, we're seeing a little bit of the cutscene over at Gunstar Heroes now, yeah. Learning the valuable technique of skipping the cutscene is important.
Well, I mean, that's one of the things that, sometimes you like. Sometimes I like to see the cutscenes, but also, the players haven't played this game before. Author Blues supposedly rented this maybe as a child once and took it back immediately. Maybe not immediately, but pretty quickly. And both of them are very much new to this game. Of course, I checked to make sure that was all right because we like people to go in blind, and both of them agreed, this is fine, let's do some Roadrunner Death Valley Rally. Of course, the biggest... Oh, go ahead.
I do have some experience with that because I rented this game too, and I couldn't even beat the first boss.
Oh, are you serious? Okay.
No, I am serious.
I mean, I believe it. Now, throughout this, the players are going to have to learn what do I have to do in order to make progress, and it looks like Gunstar Heroes is through the first level. Very nice job. Honestly, impressive start. But we do have a full 50 minutes going into this for the players. What is that sound? Oh my gosh.
That's your time bonus.
The time bonus. Yeah. Thank you so much, our tech person, for dealing with audio nightmares. I mean, this is not going to be the biggest audio nightmare that we have here, but balancing is a little difficult. Yeah, I know what's coming up later. But that tends to be the case with a lot of games that are in Kusogrande. Of course, I run the main tournament over at my own channel. We've had this game multiple times, and it's a little extra when it comes to movement and animation, and I'm sure that the players are really getting to feel the pain of actually moving in this. There we go, Author Blues clearing level 1. Oh, poor Wile E. Coyote. He never gets to eat. That's so sad. I mean, he could eat the scorpions there, I suppose. I'm sure coyotes do. I don't know what coyotes eat.
Well, they love Roadrunners,
Yeah.
Isn't that obvious from this?
Yeah, obvious enough. By the way, Roadrunners are real. For those who don't know, you can look them. No, it's true. It's true. They beep beep and everything.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Do they beep beep like a sheep?
Sheeps don't beep. What? Well, it depends. Unless it's that one sheep from that N64 game, the robot sheep, whatever it is.
I hope somebody got the reference I was referring to. Thank you. Thank you.
What reference?
The beep beep, I'm a sheep.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I'm a sheep, said beep beep, I'm a sheep.
You said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. It said beep, beep, I'm a sheep. Yeah, as you can tell, commentary is special in our land. It helps that I have ADHD. It's great. Okay, well, both of the players are starting to learn what a nightmare this game is to actually play. It's very difficult to control.
So yeah, they're learning that, going to the very right, that's not going to end this stage. They have to actually explore and find out where that exit is.
Yeah, and when you have controls like the Roadrunner in a platformer, Roadrunners are made to go fast, not necessarily to jump well. And yeah, they're dealing with the nightmare of actually having to understand the momentum here. And Roadrunner has momentum. Like, one of the big problems of this game, which I love a lot of things about this game, but because you have big sprites, actually seeing where you need to go is very difficult. The camera, as Gunstar Heroes is seeing, needing to go to the left, but the camera doesn't actually scroll that way. It makes it very, very difficult to actually navigate. He was going decently slow in order to try to avoid taking damage. You know, only one pip of life left in the HUD there. Both Author Blues and Gunstar Heroes on the same platform. Gunstar, oh no, grenade to the face, no, falling!
Yeah. Falling is the worst part in that you have to redo all of that platforming that you just dropped off from.
Yeah, of course, there is a very decent possibility that we see game overs in this game. I do not want to spoil too much what happens, but with Kusogrande in general, we do allow people to use passwords and continues if they get them. If they don't, then they just have to adapt to that on the fly and deal with replaying levels. At the same time, when you figure out where you're supposed to go in level 2, it goes pretty quickly. Yeah. Now, you know, I love the art direction in this game. I love the music, actually. I feel like the music is very fitting for a Looney Tunes game, and honestly feels like music that you would have in one of the actual cartoons. Like, they hit the aesthetic in this. Yeah.
And Author Blues just beat the level.
There we go, Author Blues through level 2. Now, again, we have plenty of time. I fully expect us to have some lead changes here and there. That will happen. Oh no!
Oh, poor.
Oh. Have you meet me yet, Author Blues? I haven't heard beep beep. You have? Okay. Well, good.
You haven't been appreciated.
There is a dedicated beep beep button. I want you to know. Not only that, but if you hold up and push beep beep, you beep beep a little different. And there's also the button.
No, that. Oh, I can't do that.
I can't make that sound either. Yeah. I mean, it's a Roadrunner sound, you know, making... Oh, the jumps are so good. Of course, as is common with a lot of quote-unquote awful games, platforming can be a challenge. And like platform detection, where a platform starts and ends, that's kind of a problem in this game. Figuring out exactly where that is. Gunstar Heroes taking an intentional death from what it looked like in order to respawn at the checkpoint. Not a bad idea. Yeah, and honestly, like, this early on, using lives quickly is not going to be bad because, you know, Gunstar Heroes will have a better idea, you know, how the continue system works if there is one, how the password system works if there is one. It can be helpful going into a game blind like this. Yeah. Oh, Author Blue. Oh, okay, there was a platform. Good.
I was waiting to say something a little bit.
Okay, took a little while. Oh. Gonna say good corner hops there. He's going down. Now, you do see various points showing up in this game. And there we go, Gunstar Heroes through 1-2. I feel like 1-2 is appropriate because we're in the same world, which is Arizona, I'll call it. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the West. This is what it looks like over there. You know, very purple. Oh, poor Coyote. He never gets the Roadrunner. It's so sad.
Technically, they've gotten him twice, I think.
They've gotten him twice?
Yeah, except one time he was like microscopic and the Roadrunner was big.
Oh,
and so.
Oh, that's right. You can't eat a giant Roadrunner. That doesn't work. It would take years. Oh, but if you turn the Roadrunner into jerky, never mind. That would work. Preserve him.
Like how you're
You'll eat for life. No, I'm just trying to figure out how can you use a giant Roadrunner to the best of your ability. Yeah. Although, like, at least cartoon Roadrunner doesn't have much meat on him. I mean, he's mostly legs and neck and tail.
Mostly legs.
Yeah, 90% legs. Ah, legs for days. Well, Coyote, Unauthor Blues, and Gunstar Heroes using the classic wingsuit shows up in various episodes. Of course, I love how this callbacks to, like, this is a game that's made for fans. It's very clear. The execution leaves a little bit to be desired, but there we go, Author Blues, getting through some of that tricky platforming, finishing the level. There we go, splat, take that. And I believe we are on to our first boss here.
Yep, we are on to the boss, which is usually the reason why people don't play this game.
We're gonna let Author Blues struggle through this for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Auth.
No, a lot of times, especially if players can listen to us, occasionally we do say something that helps, but usually we like to leave them as blind as possible. And if it is giving information that helps, I prefer that it help the person who's a little bit behind at that time. Uh-oh. Okay, Author Blue's playing in the cacti. Woo! It's a good place. Meep. Good meep. Oh no! Crushed by a boulder. Don't want that to happen. And there we go. Death. Author Blue's dealing no damage. That's fine. That's expected, actually. Yeah, Gunstar Heroes is making some good progress here as well, grabbing another of the flags. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that was cool. Good job, both of the players onto the boss. It's very important, especially if the game does have continues to, you know, if you're on your last life, you want to conserve it as much as possible. And both of them did make it to the boss before using a continue. That's fantastic. Of course, how do you actually hurt the boss? What do you do? That is the question here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Author Blues enjoys that question.
And Author Blues learning there are no continues.
Okay, that's all, folks. Back to the beginning of the game. Good luck, Author Blues. Yeah, Gunstar Heroes will be going there as well in a little bit. Now, I don't know if it's absolutely true that there are no continues, but at the least you do not start with any.
Well, the thing is that you can get continues. It's just really hard. I don't remember how I got my continues.
I believe from the various flags in the level, but you have to do a lot of exploration in order to do that. And when you are racing each other, that's probably not going to be worth it. Although, if you can manage to get a continue, that's essentially 3 free lives. Gunstar Heroes getting a game over as well. We are tied. Neither of them, as far as I'm aware, have dealt damage to the boss.
No, they didn't.
Okay, cool.
But one thing about the flags, is it that the color of the flags denotes how rare they are?
Yes.
Okay. And each flag is a checkpoint, right?
The yellow ones for sure are checkpoints. There we go.
They were all checkpoints.
I don't think they're all checkpoints, but maybe they are. Some of them will give higher point values. Depending on which ones you get, you may get extra lives out of them. This is something that the players will need to gauge. Is it worth going out of my way in order to get these things, in order to see what bonuses I get? If they do that, it may prove beneficial. If they don't do that, you know, perhaps just having a good run is better than trying to collect some of those extra lives. I mean, there's so much here to kill you. Look at the Scorpion. He's doing a little dance towards Author Blues. Like, yeah, I don't like those guys. Okay, ooh, the wall jump from Author Blues. Now, the important mechanic that we haven't talked about here is the seed mechanic. Obviously, Roadrunner likes birdseed, and that comes into play here. In fact, in the cartoons, Wile E. Coyote often uses birdseed as a trap, but Roadrunner, you know, gets to eat it and then try to avoid taking any damage. Taking damage in a cartoon, I guess that's true, to avoid being eaten, you know. But in this game, what does birdseed do?
So you see the little yellow part up there?
The yellow bar?
Yeah, so the birdseed gives you the yellow part, which allows you to do the super sprint.
Okay, so Author Blues does have a little bit of a super sprint built up.
You basically start, I think, with half a bar, and there's plenty of birdseed around the level, so you can usually eat it and, you know, build it up. But that's also is that kind of worth it?
It's a little risky at times.
Because there's always a lot more platforming than there is a lot of running to do.
Yeah. Oh no, falling down, gonna have to climb again. The thing is, yeah, the dashes, especially when you have such large sprites and you cannot see much around you, if you don't know where you're going, you're probably gonna get hurt when you're going that fast. However, if you do know where you're going, or if there's a road that happens to go straight up, which happens in Arizona, it can be helpful for you to go run up that. So, you know, realizing where is the best place for me to use this resource, that is very helpful. Okay, Author Blues getting a little bird seed. Gunstar Heroes on the platform that Author Blues had fell off of a couple times, and it looks like Gunstar Heroes managed to stay on there. But this area is difficult as well, just because sometimes you want to go super fast. At least whenever I got up into this stretch, I fell off like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, usually when you have to stay up on the top, you generally don't want to run, because if you have to fall off, you have to go all the way around again.
There we go. Making solid progress back to 1-3. Now, it is a flat tie for these players when it comes to getting to the boss. And the way that we break ties that are completely ties, that we know that they got to the exact same spot, is based off of who got there first. Author Blues has the tiebreaker right now, but if Gunstar Heroes beats this level, makes it to the boss, and deals a single hit, that is a new lead. Yeah, so Author Blues also beating the level and on to 1-3, I believe,
no,
right?
No, they're still on 1-2.
Oh, no.
I recognize the platform.
No. Oh, yeah. I was looking at Gunstar Hero screen. I'm so sorry. Okay,
we're trying to build you up, off, I swear.
Yeah, well, I mean, in general, when it comes to the first half of a Kusogrande map...
Now they're on their way to win.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. 1-2, no joke, is really difficult. It's 1-2, but it's really, really difficult. Everything in this game is a nightmare.
It's basically getting you primed up for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Whee! Goodbye, Coyote.
Because the first level basically is like, oh, I'm just going to run to the right for a while. And then it's like, oh, now you got to do platforming.
Yeah. And remember, these are the easiest levels in the game. And Gunstar Heroes is new to me, but I know Author Blues quite a bit. Author Blues is a platforming expert. If neither of them have made it to World 2, I don't think anybody else in this room, the first time playing it, would make it to World 2, like, before the 20-minute mark. It's very, very difficult.
I think they speedran Bugsy at one point.
Who did?
Auth.
Oh, well, yeah, Author Blues has made a lot of mistakes in his life. Yeah, including playing for us. Good job. You know, playing for the Kevin Costner movie. The stakes are so high. Oh no, Author Blues running down the road that happens to go straight into a pit. Why, Arizona? Why would you do this? Your infrastructure really needs a lot of work. Well, it looks like one of our players for the next match is already here. Superstar Sage, are you here as well? Okay, if you'd like, you can both head over and talk to the next GM and get things figured out. It is a little bit early, but, you know, at the same time, the faster we move on, the more the tech team will thank me for giving them a breather.
I almost like you said a burrito, and I was like...
they'll thank me for giving them a burrito. Well, that is 15 minutes down so far. We are into the final 35 minutes. I guess not the final. Okay, whatever.
Give him at least a little hope.
I like that I don't understand what all of the signs say. I understand speed limit 55, but one looks like a big ear. What does the big ear sign mean? Oh, that is a Roadrunner. Oh my gosh, it looks like an ear to me. There we go, Gunstar Heroes, fantastic. On to the boss. Let's see if Gunstar Heroes is able to figure this out. Of course, this game actually does provide information throughout for how to make progress.
I mean, the lucky thing is that it points you to where you need to go sometimes, and that's appreciative.
Yeah, of course, figuring out exactly what the game wants you to do is part of the experience here.
Yeah, arrows help, but sometimes it wants you to figure out how to use those arrows.
Yeah, so here we go. Gunstar Heroes on to the boss. And we've got hits on the boss. Fantastic. Okay, dealing some good damage. Unfortunately, not enough to kill the boss, but that is still a lead change, and that's really what matters here. Of course, I will say, we'll go ahead and let this play out for a while, because now you're in the lead, so we don't have to give any help.
No, but they're kind of now working out, how does this boss work, and how am I supposed to do, figure this out?
What does this game want from me? That is the biggest question.
Other than
here.
death.
It does want death. Yeah, trust me, it wants a lot of death. Like, this is like an alternate universe where the Roadrunner's really bad at doing his job of living. I mean, come on, like in Looney Tunes world, Roadrunner is the expert, but in this world, Roadrunner is like, intermediate. But Wile E. Coyote's just so wily here. Using catapults? I mean, who does that in Arizona? Actually, I could think of a few people in Arizona who would build a catapult and just, like, launch it unironically. Just, woo! I feel like you only use that if you like pancakes, though. Okay.
Catapult?
Well, it squishes things, yeah. Yeah, the rock squishes. Exactly, Seth, from the audience. Quickest way to make pancakes, just squish it. Okay. Oh, Gunstar Hero's getting whacked, but it looks like
Getting whacked. Got the mobster.
That's all, folks. Well, still, a fantastic push, and I feel like Gunstar Heroes is really figuring out what the game wants from him. I think next time he gets there, there's a possibility of defeating the boss.
Yeah, it's just, getting used to, the mechanics of it.
Yeah. Okay, both Author Blues and Gunstar Heroes making a good push through here. Now, do you happen to know the story of this game?
No, but I've just watched the cartoons so much.
That's the story,
And
the
that's
cartoons,
the story,
yeah. There's a Roadrunner and a coyote. That's all you gotta know. And I appreciate that. I love how silly all of this looks. Like, the momentum is a nightmare. Y'all should play this. Come on, hurt yourselves a little bit. That's what we really like around here.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, come on. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
I mean, I have played my fair share of stuff, I will not lie.
I mean, you ran Cybergenic Ranger a while ago. Of course you like pain.
I would put Sword of Sedan on that.
Oh, Sword of Sedan. I love Sword of Sedan. Why are we talking about that? Oh, Wile E. Coyote's so dead. Well, I mean, I saw the poof of smoke or dust. He's got to be dead. How does he? It's cartoon logic.
Cartoon logic.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate it. He honestly deserves a good meal, though. Like, if he were here, I'd buy him a burger.
What if he was a vegetarian?
He is not a vegetarian. He's trying to eat Roadrunner. I feel like if he's not going to eat my burger,
way to try to get him to stop to have a hug.
Well, then he can starve. I don't care. He's trying to eat Roadrunner, but my burger's not good enough for him. Yeah, whatever, nerd.
It probably doesn't have Roadrunner meat in it then. Have you thought about that?
That's fair. We could make a Roadrunner burger. That'd be fine.
You go catch Roadrunner.
Okay, they're not this fast. I think we could probably catch on. Just put a trap. They're also not this smart.
Have you seen all the traps Wile E. Coyote has ever done to try to catch a Roadrunner?
Okay, I'm talking about the real world, though.
I'm talking about the fake one.
Do I look like a cartoon to you?
Yes.
Huh? Oh my gosh. Okay.
You are wearing a Sans jacket.
I am wearing a Sans Undertale jacket. Yeah, that's true. I don't even just call him Sans. I call him Sans Undertale. Like, that's his last name to me. Yeah. Okay, Author Blues jumping, avoiding the coyote, getting enough height. I do enjoy that every jump on the trampoline actually gets you additional height, so you can get you can get extremely high up into places that you couldn't reach otherwise.
Yeah, sometimes these games also have a leap of faiths, and I hate that kind of mechanic in a video game.
Yeah, like if you have okay, blind jumps in general are something that should, if you're making a good platformer, try to avoid blind jumps, or at least have some way that people can see the world around you, whether it's scrolling your camera, helping people see where they need to go. Blind jumps are a nightmare that shouldn't exist.
Now, Author Blues is going to go to the boss again.
Very nice. Another 1-3 clear. But can Author Blues learn what this game wants to do? Of course, the game does point you out a few hints as you go into the fight, but what does the game want him to do? That will be his job here. I've had so much fun with this match, though. Like, I'm so glad that GDQ accepted the run. And yeah, it looks like that run is tomorrow morning.
Okay, Author Blues has figured out how to deal the damage.
Good. Getting some hits on the boss. Unfortunately, whop! That is a death.
But they now know the damage output algorithm.
Yeah, he knows how to actually hurt the boss, and that's important. Of course, I am not able to tell how much damage is dealt to the boss unless there is a visual indicator for how much damage is dealt. Gunstar Heroes is technically, in my book, still in the lead until somebody beats the boss.
Yeah, so...
Yeah. And I think Author Blues is figuring out what the game wants from him. It's actually executing that is going to be the main challenge here. If Author Blues can execute here and deal damage without taking too much damage, then he may be able to clear it. Gunstar Heroes is getting to the boss again as well. Oh my gosh, I think somebody's gonna clear it very, very soon. Oh, I love the pecking sound.
That was close.
I thought that boulder was going to hit off, but it doesn't. Actually, this boss, despite how random the boulders look, it's really not random. It's very much something that you can learn the pattern of. Yeah, and once you do figure out what causes things to happen the way that they do. No, squished! Oh. That's all, folks. This game, again, absolutely brutal.
Yeah, I mean, basically the first part of just this first level is trying to learn how to fight this boss. And then it gets a little easier from here, but... Ooh. Yeah, this is the real first hurdle in trying to beat this game.
Yeah. Now, for those who are wondering why this is on the Games Done Quick channel, if you're watching a VOD, we do have a lot of people who play speed runs in this world who go, have practiced hours and hours and hours in order to prepare for the shows that they put on. However, there's a completely different set of skill sets that comes into play when it comes to a blind race. But consistently, I see the same people making a significant amount of progress. And I see the same people often making it deeper into these types of tournaments, because there are ways to approach games that the first time that you play them that end up helping you. Paying attention to, trying to memorize the layout, or at least where you're supposed to go in earlier levels in case you need to play through them again, helps a lot. Learning how to deal damage without taking damage helps a lot. Learning sometimes how to get extra lives in order to preserve your progress so that you don't have to go to the very beginning of the game over and over again. That is helpful. Figuring out exactly which strat is best for which game, that's a big challenge, but adapting on the fly to what the game gives you is what we're testing here. Yeah, and again, Author Blues has made progress in multiple tournaments before. Gunstar Heroes, first time playing for me in a Kusogrande, but he's really showing that he's, got a good understanding of the fundamentals of how to approach a race like this.
Because the way I kind of equated to is when they did the Mario players to play that going 4 in a row back and forth and trying to beat Mario levels they haven't experienced yet.
Oh, sort of like the Kaizo races that they have?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is similar to that, yeah.
Yeah, but it's one person having to do it, not people in a row.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no reprieve. In those team matches, they are able to swap out, have one person just sitting in the background, paying attention to everything that's going on and being like, okay, this is what we need to do. This is what I need to do the next time that I step up and do it. But yeah, instead, the players here, they get to both play and try to pay attention to everything around them. It's a lot to do, especially when sitting in front of a crowd. This is a really good-sized audience, and I love it. Being in front of people and being stressed can sometimes be challenging, but both of them are doing fantastic. 30 minutes in, 20 minutes remaining. We are getting deep into this. I am not surprised that we haven't completed the first world yet. This game's hard.
Now, and the one thing when I was playing this and trying to figure out how to do it, it's just, I wasn't, stretched for time and trying to figure it out, but I was sitting back thinking about what's the best way to, try to pull this off. But they really don't, unless they want to take a pause for a sec, but they still have so much to try and do in just a short amount of time.
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job here. Most of the time when I have matches, they are an hour long. Due to the format with GDQ, we do have slightly shorter matches, which honestly, I've seen people make comebacks in the last 10 seconds of a match. Heck, the last 2 seconds of the match, I've seen a lead change. You never really know how it's going to go for the players, and we just have the hard cutoff because it's got to end sometime.
Okay, Author Blues is coming back to the boss again.
Okay. We're making good progress. Gunstar Heroes on to 1-3 and may be able to get to the boss again pretty soon. Important thing is to make it there with as many lives as you can. That way you have as many attempts as possible. In order to try to figure out what this game wants. Very good dodge by Author Blues there, by the way. Getting hits and taking no damage. Of course,
way to go.
Well, I mean, hey, welcome. I'm doing commentary. Of course it's gonna happen. An important thing here as well is paying attention to how much damage certain things do. Although I think this boss, things will either do 1 damage or 2 damage to you, and in most cases, especially, I believe the boulder only deals 1 damage, the arm of the catapult as well.
Yeah, the arm of the catapult does 2. That's why you can't just, you know, try to just eat away at it internally, because that would be way too easy for a game.
Damage racing is a very common strategy going into a new game, but unfortunately, like, this game definitely thought about that and thought, how can we ruin your life? And it's by dealing 2 bits of damage to prevent you from doing the damage race. Which, honestly, I kind of prefer making it a little bit more challenging. You know, you never want to play a game and have it just be super straightforward. You know, I don't want the easiest time playing Roadrunner.
You don't?
No, give me a challenge. Ooh, very tricky moves here by
I have this fun game called Athena for you.
Okay, yeah, Athena's a mistake. Gunstar Heroes also moving on to 1-3. Now, Athena, you can kill some bosses in 1 hit, like... Oh, I love those dodges.
That was tight.
Okay. Very good dashes by Author Blues, getting out of the way of the catapult. Oh, that's fine. Here's the deal. Author Blues didn't make the jump, but didn't take any damage, so it ended up being fine. And these levels don't have a timer. A lot of platformers do have timers that can cause significant problems. This one doesn't, and that really allows the players to do a little bit more. Okay, both Author Blues and Gunstar Heroes using the peck and dash. You know, you do the peck and dash. You peck and you dash. Oh, good dodges here.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Again, the pattern of the boulders is actually very consistent once you learn where they go. Ooh, Gunstar Hero's taking another death. Author Blues, still enough life that he could do it on this specific life. We'll have to see what he's able to do. And there we go! A boss clear by Author Blues. Moving into the lead onto 2-1. Ooh, the cactus dealing, I think that was 3 bits of damage. You do not want to go in the cactus, okay? The catapults in the cactus, the most deadly part. Oh! Oh no! The fat lady came to sing, but unfortunately, nope, not yet. Yeah, gotta send her away. This game's just charming. Yeah, the art, the animation, the ideas, I cannot fault them. The actual physics of the game, on the other hand, a little bit of a problem.
So yeah, now they're going into, Author's going into 2-1, and now we've got cannonballs being shot at us, and now this steel beam architecture.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if it's a Roadrunner game, you gotta have the construction level. I guess. I don't understand. But I'm trying to think of all of the Roadrunner cartoons. Was there ever a construction level?
I can't answer that for you.
I can't recall.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember all the Roadrunner cartoons. But then again, I wasn't the Run Roader.
Run Roader? Okay. Oh no, Gunstar Heroes, that is a game over. There is still time, though. There's still time for you to get caught back up, especially if Author Blues gets a full game over in a little bit. Like, he's into 2-1, but hasn't made a whole lot of progress. He did make it close to the end of this level, but unfortunately, a big wall there. Wile E. Coyote on rocket rollerblades. You don't like those. Those are a problem.
Do you turn to a pirate? Arr.
Arr.
Arr, we've got to get this Roadrunner.
Yarr! Yarr, me name is Wile E. Coyote, and it's road running time. Yarr. Oh, no, pecking the snake. Good job. I mean, I think Roadrunners eat snakes. As far as I'm aware, they're sort of like opportunist predators. There's not much in the desert, okay? If you see a snake, eat the snake. It's just logic. Yeah. Survival of the fittest, and
I feel like I need to look some of this stuff up so we don't have Brosensha making up facts about Roadrunners.
No. Roadrunners are also immortal. Like, it's true. Yeah.
Excuse me one moment.
This is what I learned in school in Utah.
We're going to learn
okay?
about Roadrunners here. Roadrunners.
Oh, Author Blue's running into a snake. No extra
look
health.
How cute
but
they are.
I know, they're so adorable. Everybody, if you've never looked up a picture of a real Roadrunner, you gotta. They are adorable. Yeah.
The greater Roadrunner speed is 26 miles per hour.
Yeah, not nearly as fast as in the cartoon, but that's fine. Same with, squished. And that's all, folks. Author Blues will be starting from the beginning. There is a chance, like, these levels are short. There's plenty of time for Author Blues to get back into this.
He's winning.
How long is the speed run? I mean,
speed run is is it like 23 or something like that?
Yeah, and there are multiple worlds in this game. Like, you haven't even seen the nightmares that this game has.
Trying to get me away from looking up Roadrunners.
Did you beat this game, by the way, NPC?
Heck no.
Oh, okay.
I know what the final level is, and no, I'm not. It's a big maze that nobody should ever do. The speedrun world record is 20 minutes, 53 seconds by Gamo, so...
Who is running at GDQ.
Yep.
Yeah, I believe that they came from Japan to do the run, and that is so cool that, like, people are coming from across the world over here to GDQ to show off the various games here. For those who are here live, if you do have the chance to, if you're gonna be up early, you wanna watch that run. Because this game is so hard. You're seeing how hard it is just based off of these players playing it right here.
So, fun fact, speaking of food habits, the Roadrunner will eat anything from insects to small mammals, as well as fruit, seeds, and prickly pear. The bird is particularly fond of lizards and snakes.
I told you! Yeah, I know more about Roadrunners than you thought.
Huh. Greater Roadrunners lay 3 to 6 eggs,
and
hatch
are
in
immortal.
20 days.
Okay.
I feel like I need to be the nature documentary.
The nature. Thank you so much, Attenborough. I really appreciate that. By the way, the developer of this game, Icom Simulations, you know, they made this. They worked on some of the Deja Vu games from what I can see, and also worked on Dracula Unleashed. Did they do Shadowgate? Oh my gosh, they did Shadowgate. Amazing. Yeah, I'd say, and also a lovely game called Yo Bro. You know,
yeah, that's a fun game.
Yeah, Yo Bro
You love
is.
that game, don't you?
I lost a match for that game, so yeah. But it's a Beach Boys game. That's the important thing.
The first thing you did was jump right into a building and get locked in there.
Yeah, the first thing I did in the game was soft lock it. Yeah.
Well, not soft lock, but you got stuck for like 30 seconds.
It was
trying to
hard.
get out of a building.
It was, well, I just de-soft locked, okay? That's what I did.
I don't know, you can de-soft lock.
Yeah, jump out of the building.
Just fix a mistake.
Just fix the mistake. I wasn't supposed to go in the building. I wasn't supposed to get out of it either.
Also, fun fact, there are greater Roadrunners and lesser Roadrunners.
Well, that's sad. They're all great. Oh, that's true of everything Author Blues?
So there's a greater Brosensha?
There's a greater Author Blues? Okay, I want to learn about greater Author Blues, but not right now. You got to play your game. Oh,
yeah, the greater Author Blues speedruns Sonic and not Bubsy.
Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm in the camp that Sonic 1 is actually better than Bubsy 1. Don't at me. There are so many people who simp for Bubsy 1, okay? Like, we've got arguments happening over with the tech station right now about this. This isn't Bubsy or Sonic. This is Roadrunner, who is superior to both of them. Maybe not the game, but, like, I cannot fault the art at all. I love how this looks, and you know, despite all of the flaws of this game,
It's a very beautiful game.
it's so beautiful. Beautiful doesn't mean good. Bad doesn't mean unfun. Unplayable doesn't mean unfun either. It just means unplayable. Oh, Author Blues, very nice
Right,
dash
right.
to your death. I appreciate that. Now, of course, the person who worked on the main art, Jeff Troutman, also did art for other games like, oh my gosh, what? Some of the Command and Conquer games.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I know. Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. Y'all know that.
Gunstar Heroes is back at the boss.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's see what Gunstar Heroes is able to do here. The background actually really stands out to me in this game, though. It's very nice looking, and you know, the person who made this, the art for this, also worked on some of the design for Tonka on the Job. They did art for
Were you about to say My Little Pony?
Yes, My Little Pony, Pinkie Pie's Party. So if y'all love that, great. He was also the artist for MTV's Beavis and Butthead and Virtual Stupidity. So that's pretty cool. How many Beavis and Butthead games did this guy work on? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Was
A
it more
Hello
than
Kitty
one?
game? No, it looked like that was the same game, just different ports. Okay. And Fancy Nancy, Tea Party Time. Well, good. Nancy needed to be fancy. Okay, Gunstar Heroes fighting the boss. I'm very curious. Ooh, doing a good job of figuring out where do these boulders go so that I do not take damage. Considering that he has 2 extra lives as well, there is a chance for a last-minute comeback, and we are getting pretty close here to the end. I believe we've got a little bit more than 5 minutes left at this point. Author Blues getting through another level. Oh, that's okay. The boulders only deal 1 hit of damage. You know, you'd think that a boulder crushing you would hurt more than that, but no, they're the least dangerous thing in this level. In this boss fight specifically. How?
How what?
That's the main weapon, the boulders. How are they the least deadly? Maybe that's why Wile E. Coyote keeps losing. You just need to mash things with your catapult itself. Okay, good dodge by Gunstar Heroes, getting a couple pecks and getting out of there before taking damage. Remember, even though they are racing, the individual game does not have a timer in it, and learning how to deal with this is more important than, you know, slow progress is better than no progress. So take it slow and steady, learn how the game works, learn what it wants you to do, and you'll be able to make progress here. Okay, we got the far boulder.
Yeah, the sad thing is that
Okay, 5 minutes left. And there we go! Gunstar Heroes is through the boss. This is a race, everybody.
they're both together now.
What? Both of them are through. Let's see what they are able to do. Honestly, this could come down to who makes the most progress in the next level.
I will share this now because we're not going to get back to it. The speedrun route is that the cacti does 1 point of damage to you. So you jump into the cactus when the thing's coming down on you, so you can jump back and go back and keep pecking on it.
Ah, gotcha. I thought it did 3, but maybe I was mistaken.
Nah.
Okay.
Hey, it's one of those things I tested because I like to explore speedrun stuff.
Gunstar Heroes is not wasting any time. With 2 extra lives, you can be a little bit more reckless. But remember, this is Roadrunner Death Valley Rally, where there is death around every corner.
And I don't believe Oth got past this 2-1.
Author Blues did not, no. He did make it all the way to the right of the stage, but unfortunately it was low enough that, yeah, he didn't make it to the end. We'll say that. I don't want to give too many hints about like where you need to go and what you got to do here. Of course, Wile E. Coyote on the rocket skates. Every pair of roller skates needs rockets. They're so much fun that way. Yeah.
Meep.
The meat button is so good.
Well, they got attacked. That was not the good beat.
Oh, that was the bad meat.
That was a bad meat.
Okay, I don't like the bad meat. I like the good one. Okay. Author Blues pecking the box, getting a clock. I guess there is a timer in this level. Okay. I mean, it's generous enough that I don't think there's going to be a problem. Author Blues is through 2-1. Extending his lead by a little bit, but honestly, Gunstar Heroes is right on his trail. I think that there is a decent chance of both of them making it to 2-2. Will we see 2-3? Well, I said both of them. I think they're both going to be there. Okay, intense Author Blues, learning that this game has problems. Specifically, yeah, this level is special. Oh, there we go. Author Blues figuring out that there are magnets. That's right, magnets. Very important Acme product. You can use it for magnet purposes. They're great. I'm not saying what the magnets do, but because Gunstar Heroes hasn't made it there quite yet, but yeah, this is Auth's last life, so it's tense. Okay.
Went old man mode.
Yeah. What you talking about, Sonny? Okay. A little damage from a snake. I mean, that's what snakes do. They do a little damage. It's fine. Ooh, Gunstar Heroes taking a death, but still 2 extra lives and plenty of checkpoints have been collected in this level. So I wouldn't say that's a setback. It's just, you know, if either of them gets a game over, that's probably all of the progress we will see from them. It's very important for them to try to do what they can with this life. Author Blues getting a little extra health. Very nice. Oh, Wile E. Coyote on the... Oh, doing a Miley Cyrus through there. Good job.
Wow. 1 minute left.
On to the final minute. I think Gunstar Heroes can still beat this level, though. Again, these levels go super fast. Learning where to go, it can be a little bit challenging. It looks like Gunstar Heroes found one of the bonus flags, which is, they're usually a little bit out of the way. Author Blues through 2-2. Oh no, goodbye, Coyote. See ya never, nerd.
Also, purple are the super rares.
Purple are the super rares. Yeah, I don't think I've ever collected. No, I've collected the purple. I think the earlier levels you can. And collecting flags, I believe you can get extra lives and extra continues. If you are playing this casually, I recommend exploring. It will make your life worth it.
Yeah, the extra lives are useful.
Yeah, for a race setting, very difficult. And that is time, everybody! Fantastic job, both of you making it through World 1, getting to World 2, getting to experience a little bit of what this game has, but Author Blues taking the victory here. Now, Gunstar Heroes, you did a fantastic job here, so what do you think of this game?
So, once again, proof that Sega was better in the old days. Desert Demolition is a great Roadrunner game, so just want to throw that out there real quick.
Which one is it?
Desert Demolition, the Sega Game Gear.
Okay.
Or Sega, not Game Gear, Genesis.
Sega Genesis. I haven't played that myself, but I should check it out.
Yeah, it's either that one you can play as Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote. You're doing one of those Jurassic Park moves.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the hitbox. The Roadrunner is very big, so it's very easy to fly off a platform. Like, King Kong 10 might have been a little less finicky, which
okay, that's saying something. Yeah. Okay, King Kong 10, a little less finicky, and that is very much a bootleg game. Yeah, so good points there. What about you, Author Blues? How are you feeling about this game? What are your thoughts?
Childhood me would have been really impressed.
Aw, Child Author Blues loves you. Well, that's great. Yeah. So, Gunstar Heroes, tell us, what are you doing these days? Are you streaming? And if not, games that you're playing, things that people should check out, or any projects that people should check out that you're on.
So I never mentioned this when I was telling my other 2 times since I'm out now and I only do it again. So I do stream at Gunstar Heroes. I'm going to do a stream Saturday going over all the games that I played for this.
Ooh.
And I also have been working on beating every Game Gear game, which is probably where some of the skills for this have come into. So
Yeah.
I've beaten about 180 of them, and I've only got about 40 left to go. So
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
working on that.
That is a fun project. I know a lot of people have been doing like entire console projects. Haven't heard of somebody doing the Game Gear. So yeah, you've had plenty of nightmares. Yeah.
Tasmania is the worst music in any video game. Game Gear.
What?
Oh.
What?
For Game Gear, it is pretty special. Come on, like you got the Yeti fight that's like do 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 do
Yeah.
do 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 beep beep do 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 do. That's all it is. Yeah.
And final thing, because I couldn't want to say it during the middle of the
Sure.
match. Are you familiar with Yobro's sequel for the TurboGrafx?
I mean, there's Camp California.
That's the one.
I believe that's the prequel.
Whatever. It still needs to be experienced.
Yeah, Camp California and Yobro, they're Beach Boy games. That's what we can say about them. I was going to say fantastic. They are probably the best Beach Boy games out there because they're the only ones. Yeah.
No, there's Surf City on the CDI, which is
There's
barely-
Surf City?
Yeah.
Okay,
More you know.
never mind. I am learning. Well, great job. Author Blues, what about you? I know that you've got a run coming up in GDQ later on today.
Yeah, we gotta run at like
Oh.
4:30. We've got to run at 4:30.
4:30, yeah. So we'll make sure that you aren't too pressed for time. Obviously, you stream at Author Blues. You have played in multiple tournaments, and it's always a joy to have you. We'll talk to you in a little bit because you will be back here for the final. So give it up for both of our players today. Fantastic job. We'll have a really quick setup with our next game, and then we'll get rocking. So stay tuned, everybody. Feel free to go grab water, use the restroom real quick, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Kuso Live at AGDQ 2025. Well, we've got something for you called Crazy Sonic. We are not even going to delay. DeWolf is our GM, Lizstar and Superstar Sage are our players. So are you two ready? Okay, then we are starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, so decided we should have a theme. We like having impromptu themes on Kusogrande. So our impromptu theme for today is that there's a honk button. We still have a dedicated honk button in this game as well. Also, you're a bus playing Sonic 1. Enjoy.
Yes, everybody loves Crazy Taxi. Crazy Bus. What am I talking about? Yeah, this bus
Yeah.
isn't a taxi.
Yeah, no. So Crazy Bus was a game that was famously made by a South American developer whose name I'm blanking on because I am totally prepared. Who basically was just trying out things, just trying to make a very simple game as you do. Also tried to make a very simple sound driver. The sound driver was maybe a little less successful than the game. Now we have this wonderful musical tradition.
Now, with that said, we do have different meters up at the top left, the heart meter and the wheel meter. You will notice that those go down from time to time. I don't want to spoil exactly how or why. The players, though, this bus does not particularly go super fast, but that's okay. They'll figure out what they need to do. Lizstar, fantastic loop-de-loop.
I mean, I've been around the roads in Pittsburgh now for a couple days, and if they're like that, just basically is the roads in Pittsburgh. There's loop-de-loops everywhere. Whee!
Oh, yeah! The bus jumped on the bug. That was fantastic.
Yeah, this is so much fun.
Yeah, so the biggest thing, whenever you're dealing with the ROM hack for the first time, learning the rules of the game, what has changed between the previous game and this one? What is different between Sonic and Crazy Sonic? We've seen some differences.
Lizstar with absolute cowardice over on the...
Whoa!
And Superstar Stage has activated LSD mode. Congrats. I don't know if you can hear his audio right now, but it is glorious. Oh, unfortunate.
We might hear Liz get this audio later. Yeah, we'll have to see. Very nice job. One thing that the bus luckily has that Sonic doesn't have is a double jump. Why does the bus have a double jump?
Did your bus, when you went to school as a child, not have a double jump?
Honestly, based off of my bus driver, his name was Roland, and I wouldn't be surprised if we double jumped. Like, holy cow, he was a driver. He was also kind of a jerk. I didn't like him.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, hot takes. I didn't like my bus driver when I was growing up. Yeah. Well, he would, like, pull children's ears and, like, yeah, like, seriously. You don't do that as a bus driver.
You don't do that as anyone.
Weird.
Why would you?
He'd, like, grab people's noses, grab kids' ears, like...
That's the kind of thing you find in a
I know
book, not
that
in real life.
Oh, there we go. Liz getting, yeah, just FYI, especially for Church and Sarge later on editing the video. You may wish to put in the description that the colors in this game can get a little intense. Not necessarily flashing per se at this point, but do you think we'll have any flashing later on?
There should not be any flashing issues. There are, but yeah, no, if you don't like LSD trips, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, basically, it's more psychedelic is what we're going here. And I am a big fan of the odd psychedelic visuals that can happen here. With that said, that can throw players off when they're playing.
Yeah!
Liz!
All right, so Liz Star going to be our first person to go into bonus stage.
We got
and of course,
bonus
this is going to be exactly like the normal bonus stage in Sonic 1. No differences at all. Oh, wait, I lied. So you are driving your bus. I'm not going to say this is Crazy Taxi, but this might be a little Crazy Taxi. Thankfully, it's a very short timer, so if you don't like 3D images, you can just sort of sit here for 3 more seconds, and it's over.
Nice. Good job. Unfortunately, I don't think that was a clear. No Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, Liz did run somebody over.
Mental note, do not ride in Liz's taxi.
Or bus. Okay, we've got the beautiful...
Probably not going to find that out, unfortunately.
The visuals for Superstar Sage, unfortunately throwing him off enough that he did take a death there. Again, that's something that I love. I personally, like, mess up my visuals, baby, okay? I want to have an experience when I'm playing your game. But... you have to adjust on the fly to it, and that's something that even though these players probably are somewhat familiar with Sonic, they are not familiar with these controls and how to adjust.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only way to get experience would be if you've driven drunk, and please don't drive drunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Going on Superstar Stage, going around the loop-de-loop. Very smart
job.
strat.
I love the rolling animation of the bus.
It's cute. It's cute. Yeah.
Okay, Superstar Sage getting the psychedelic visuals, trying to avoid dying by falling into the spikes. Unfortunately, it happened.
Yeah, and then Liz Star fell into spikes of her own, so we can now see that she's taken tire pressure damage, and her tire pressures are just going to slowly lose air over time because this is a very realistic game.
Okay, so your tires can go flat.
Oh, absolutely.
I suppose we'll find out what happens when your tires are completely flat.
It's fine. There is air pressure power-ups that you can find.
Okay, I mean, that's great. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so when it comes to Kusogrande, we love having bad video games, but occasionally we do have weird, silly things that show up. We have ROM hacks that are just comedic. Oh no, you died?
Yeah, you can't drive a bus with flat tires, bro.
It's true. Yeah. Liz backing up, trying to avoid those spiky things. Probably a good idea.
But this is Sonic. There's spikes everywhere. Those flowers are made out of spikes.
It's true. Liz has the colors. Ooh, we got the music, everybody. Ooh, it's honky. Oh, wait, is there a honk button?
Oh, yeah, that's the theme of today. We're going to have honk buttons. Hopefully, whoever our finals GM is going to keep that up because they don't know that this is the theme. Oh no!
More tire damage. That's okay. There was the tire
she found
refill.
Yeah, okay. Her tires have been fixed. She's fine. Maybe.
Liz trying to go the Labyrinth. Oh my gosh. the low route.
She's trying to go through
Whatever.
Laos. She's going through Laos. It's fine.
Yeah, Laos is beautiful. And Superstar Sage through another level. Good job. Act 2 is down.
Yeah, so this is Sonic 1. So unlike, every other Sonic game, except for, I guess, Sonic CD, we're going to have 3 full stages, and at the end of the 3rd full stage is where we find our boss enemy.
I would say Sonic 2 for Game Gear, the levels aren't like Act 3 does exist, but it's much shorter before the boss. Does that tend to be the case with Sonic games, Act 3 short before the boss? Or?
So, I mean, that's how they do it in, like, Sonic CD for
Okay.
most of the Sonic CD stages. Some of them are actually a little bit longer. But, like, Sonic 2 just has bosses at the end of the 2nd act. 3 and Knuckles just has bosses at the end of every act.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They mixed it up a bit, I guess. There's not really any consistency. to the
Keep me on my toes, Uh-oh, we've got Dr. Robotnik, Jim Carrey here, trying to kill the crazy bus. That's okay.
It's okay. Very smart idea there. Just hide underneath the platform in the safe zone.
Oh.
Ooh, but you move so slowly as a bus. That's really hard to get over there.
Now, what do the rings do in this?
They unlock special stages.
Okay.
And if you get 50 of them and you have all 7 Chaos tires, you can become Super Bus.
The king. Okay.
What did you think they was gonna?
Well, I don't know.
And that is a boss.
Wow.
Liz Star. Wow.
One
Excellent.
more hit, and Liz Star's bus would have gone to the boss crushing place.
The junk. I think the word we're looking for is junkyard.
The boss. The junk.
Great. But yeah, so now we are on to Marble Zone. Yeah, Marble Zone. I know my Sonic 1 zones, I swear. So this zone is kind of infamous for being a huge difficulty spike when you're playing as Sonic. Because you're in an underground area. Because you're in an underground area that's full of lava. And you might be wondering, do those spiky enemies count as spikes? And I'm sure we'll find out when Liz accidentally steps on one.
Oh, Liz is being very insistent that she does not want to touch spiky things. And
Unfortunately, her health bar is very insistent that she's going to die soon.
now
so.
Superstar Sage is getting pretty close to the boss with a full bar of health. That is very important. Of course, one thing to keep in mind when it comes to ROM hacks and other things that have been made by fans, they sometimes change the rules for how continues and lives work, which I'm not sure you told them exactly how those work.
Yeah, they can lose lives, as you can see by the fact they have different life total. I don't know if I mentioned this, but hey, they can use the level select code to get back to where they were if they do game over.
There we go. So even if you do get a full game over, you can use level select to get back in this.
Yep, and I did tell them level select code, but we can remind them if need be.
Yeah.
Because this bus, well, we are backing up the bus, and it is...
Oh my gosh, going back.
The bus only... I love that they just didn't bother doing a left sprite. It's just the bus backs up. It's fine.
Does it have a beeping sound when you go backwards? Ah! I'm sorry, I'm so happy.
Speaking of things that make you happy, I brought you this.
This isn't a real burrito, Dole.
But it's an index card that says...
It's a piece of paper that says burrito.
Well, Dana wouldn't let me bring in actual food, so that's all I could do.
Okay, well, I appreciate the thought, but that's about it.
That is completely fair.
Oh, now Liz is trying to get through this area. What do you think that the main challenge is in this version of Sonic 1? Like,
Well, I mean, besides being a bus,
besides being a bus.
I'd say it's the fact that there is speed tech that I don't know.
Oh, okay,
It looks like Superstar Stage might have found some speed tech, but actually moving fast is a lot of skill.
Yeah, you got to put work into being a fast bus, okay?
Yeah, but not everyone can just wake up and be a bus driver. It takes skill and talent.
I don't know. Then again, I remember when I was living in Brazil, guess what? It wouldn't be me without talking about Brazil at some point. When I was living in Brazil, some of the buses that I rode on, let me tell you. Fantastic job by Liz Star through Act 1 of Marble Zone. But yeah, those buses, I don't know how I never saw one get into an accident, because even standing and holding onto the hand thing, I don't know what they're called, the hand grip. I still almost fell down.
I mean, a lot
had
of
a concussion over and over. It was all over those buses.
Ooh, Superstar Sage jumped into some spikes that also damages the wheels somehow.
Yeah, do not touch any part of your bus to spikes.
But did
because your
immediately
wheels-
find a air pressure power up. But so we're good. But yeah, no, I think like everywhere, I think in South America is just terrifying to drive. I don't know how people drive. I literally don't understand how they drive there, but somehow it works. Anyways, we're now being chased by lava. We are slowly outpacing the lava, but ooh, there's some spikes.
Spikes.
Okay, we made it past the spikes.
There we go, Superstar Sage past Act 1 of Marvel Zone as well. This is going pretty well for the players. Of course, we know Liz Star, a known quantity here at GDQ, who has played a lot of Genesis games, I believe a decent amount of Sonic in her time. Superstar Sage, a new Kusogrande player, and I love new players because I never know what their strengths and weaknesses are. Yeah, does it seem, did you ask if they've both had experience with
Yeah,
Sonic
I
1?
made sure they both have played Sonic 1 before. And they had. I mean, I think most people at this point in their life have played Sonic. If you haven't, you should play classic Sonic games. They're actually good. Probably not Sonic 1. I'd start with Sonic 2.
Do play Sonic 1, though. Like, it's worth experiencing Sonic 1. I personally don't think it's that bad.
I think
better than Bubsy 1.
No, I am actually in the camp that Bubsy 1 is better than Sonic 1. Every other
you're
Sonic
wrong.
game puts Bubsy. Now, obviously, like don't get me wrong, the best Bubsy game is Bubsy and Sonic
Liz.
2. Don't get me wrong.
Now, I do have to say, Liz made a very tricky jump earlier, needing to utilize the ramp in order to get some forward momentum. Okay, it looks like those spike enemies do not hurt your wheels.
Impressive. Yeah, that's just luck. Sometimes they do. It's what they feel like.
Oh, okay. So they may or may not affect your wheels. Welcome to
ROM hacks.
ROM hacks, everybody. Sometimes things work as intended, and sometimes they work somewhat as intended. What was intended with Crazy Bus? I don't know. You're a bus. Deal with it.
You're a bus, and it's crazy.
Yeah, the main issue with this lava section is patience, is what I would say.
I mean, I'd say that's the problem with it in even Sonic 1. Like the game advertises itself as being pure speed and then immediately throws you into this.
Well, I mean, after the first set of stages.
I mean, yes. Ooh. Oh no!
Liz popping the tires.
Ooh.
That's okay. Essentially, think of tires as poison.
Yeah.
Because, Liz is essentially poisoned by having popped tires and gotta cure it. There we go.
And that is the stage. That is 2-2 complete for Liz Star, which means she gets to go on to the boss act.
Very nice. Very nice. Superstar Sage descending into this next section here. Honestly, it's very close between the players right now, and I think that it's going to be close.
This is, I believe, the final underground area of 2-2, so it's Superstar Stage not far. Ooh, that is a lava to the face.
Ooh.
That is not where you want to put lava. Ooh, and back to the start. That is unfortunate.
No checkpoints up to that point, huh?
Sonic 1 is not good. It does not have enough checkpoints. I will die on this hill.
Well, neither does Bubsy.
I mean, I'm not saying Bubsy 1 is good. I'm just saying it's better than Sonic 1.
Okay. It's fine to be wrong, Bill Wolf. It's fine.
If I'm not wrong, somebody else would have to be wrong. So I'm gonna just jump on that grenade for somebody.
Oh, okay. Good job. Okay, Liz Star descending. She knows more or less where to go. The levels, at least early on in Sonic 1, even if you're not super familiar with them, you can usually figure out where it wants you to go. Like, that's one good thing about Sega. They put a lot of work into level design.
It does that on normal Sonic 1.
So our tech team pointed out that the ring noise alternates between left and right speaker. That is not a crazy Sonic issue. That is a Sonic issue.
Yeah, I have played enough Snulf at this point. Not normal Sonic 1, but enough Snulf at this point that, like...
Snom, by the way, is Sonic Golf. It's Sonic with golf controls. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say I have like a theme of liking weird Sonic ROM hacks.
Yeah, you do.
But here we are.
Beep, beep. Oh no, the bus got split in half. Yeah.
What is even happening?
What is happening?
I have never
gave this out.
I have never do an LSD, man.
Let's go ahead and stop talking about that.
Okay.
We can talk about it being psychedelic.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, the bats flapping around. I like the bats. I like that when you kill the bats, they just turn into a different animal.
Oh yeah, no, that's sort of the theme of the game, right? That Dr. Robotnik turned all of the animals into machines. Which seems like
I'd rather be a robot bat, okay? Like, Robotnik, come get me. It's fine. I don't know. I'd be fine being a cyborg. Turn me into a robot of some sorts.
Anyways, Liz Star is onto the boss, but cannot figure out how to trigger the boss. There we go.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that if she wants to go to the left side of the screen, the jumps are a bit tricky. Of course, Robotnik coming with the fire. How is Liz able to deal with it? Taking a little bit of damage, but the bus has enough health.
Yeah, double jumping helps a lot against that boss. So we are on to Act 3, the act with Springyard Zone, yeah.
The act with springs, yes. Good job.
Oh no, Superstar Sage losing that air pressure.
I believe that there is an air refill coming up fairly soon, so, you just got to make sure that you keep going. There we go. Oh.
I had to go back for it, but we are good to go, and that is the end of the stage.
Now, the sprite did get destroyed, but that's fine. The object doesn't have to look right as long as it works. Cope.
Also, in the original Sonic 1.
Yeah. As it turns out, a lot of silly things in Sonic 1 have not been changed and are exactly how you'd expect. What you see here is a lot of what you'll get in Sonic 1. I love Sega, by the way. One of my favorite things about them, even though I didn't play much Sega beforehand, they are really big supporters of communities. There are various people who had worked on fan games for Sonic and such that then actually worked on full Sonic releases, Sonic Mania.
Yep, absolutely.
Because of people who did fan projects. Oh no, Superstar!
Did not drive that bus through that pillar fast enough.
Don't need to go to the scrap. You can just get crushed right here. Oh, the spinning spikes. Uh-oh. Oh,
Ooh, barely makes it
barely
through.
fast enough.
Oh, that spike is menacing. It wants to pop those tires.
Whenever I see this giant spike, I remember Hummer Team's game Hummer, which was on the same collection as Titanic, and this is the first world that it starts you out on. It's a bootleg of Sonic 1 that they put on the NES, and yeah, for some reason they're like, Springyard Zone, you're starting with that, you little horse.
Wait, you're a horse?
Yeah, you're a horse. Of course you're not Sonic. You're Hummer Team's mascot, playing through their ride, which was a bootleg Sonic game. The best thing... No, never mind.
Honestly,
they made Titanic definitely better.
Honestly, if you can make Sonic work on NES, I'm kind of impressed. I've seen...
It takes a lot of work for them to make physics work on something that was not intended to run Sonic, yeah. As much as I like to make fun of the whole phrase, Sega does what Nintendo don't, like, Sega did have some pretty cool physics and pretty cool mechanics for the Genesis, Oh, look at... I love these spiky
Superstar Stage tried to take a psychedelic shortcut. Turned out the psychedelic shortcut did not exist.
Well, that's okay. You'll have to go the long psychedelic way through this.
Yeah, he is making very steady progress.
Good. Yeah, Liz finishing 3-1.
Oh no! Ooh, spike right through the window.
Oh, yeah, all the children. It's unfortunate.
It's fine.
Yeah, of course, for those who don't know, the game Crazy Taxi, or Crazy Bus, doesn't just have one bus, it has multiple buses. I know this because I saw the speed run of all buses, and there are like 5 of them. And all you do is you drive across the screen. That's all you do in that game.
You can also drive backwards.
You can go backwards.
And you can underflow the distance traveled.
You can underflow it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, you gotta drive for like a couple hours, but yeah.
Yeah. Now, looking at this, apparently this ROM hack for Sonic the Hedgehog was made for SHC, Sonic the Hedgehog hacking contest back in 2015. This was sort of a joke project that came out.
Yeah, so the original was made in 2015, and then in 2023, the developer's like, I have some dumb ideas. I'm going to add them in and make it Sonic and make it Sega CD version. So that is what this version is. And
Okay.
Let me look up the full name of the 2023 version because it is a lot of words.
Yeah. We have a note that the game Crazy Taxi is in the marathon. Different vehicles doing silly things. It's actually one of the main images that was used for the badges here at the marathon, specifically for the runner badges. They have a picture of Crazy Taxi on them, and I love that.
And in fact, it is going to be performed with a live backing band. I don't know how this is going to work, but it's going to be awesome.
You know what? I love how much experimentation is going on these days when it comes to GDQ. Like, this objectively has been my favorite GDQ probably in a decade. Like, this has been so much fun, and I'm glad that we're able to provide a different form of entertainment going on here. Yeah, even if it is a bus doing silly jumps all over the place, I love it.
Yeah, so anyways, the full name of this version of the game is Crazy Sonic Super Ultra Cool Bodacious Radical Mega CD Remastered Edition! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
You gotta, and you can't miss one of the exclamation marks. They're all important.
You could, but nah,
anyways, Lidstar on to Springyard Act 3.
So as it turns out, the funny thing about this, just looking a little bit into the original Crazy Bus that came out, yes, it was uploaded as essentially a test program developed by a team, and they did use Sonic the Hedgehog as the base for developing the game.
Did they? I did not know that.
Yes. However, after people got to know it, somebody did make a cart that had cover art, a user manual, but the people who made it and Sega were not involved with the repro cart that came out at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, Superstar Sage was trying to go fast, but did run out of air pressure, so that was a death. But they did find a checkpoint in the level, so gonna not send all the way to start.
My gosh. Yeah, the most infamous thing about Crazy Bus, by the way, is the music on the title screen. So it sounds like an absolute incomprehensible mash of notes. And one of the reasons I believe that if I'm remembering correctly, that somehow they made all of the music that they made for the demo play at the same time. I don't think it was on purpose.
So my understanding is they made their own audio driver, which is actually really impressive.
Oh, that's so cool.
But it did not quite work correctly. However, I actually know people who unironically love that theme because they just love the chaotic feel of it. They love the discordantness of it.
I mean, I love
Lidstar saying she's one of those people.
I love Animorphs for Game Boy Color, and that was done by a noise band. I heard somebody clap there. Yeah, Animorphs, good job.
Animorphs, Game Boy Color, fantastic
I love
soundtrack.
the trombone disaster from Urban Yeti. That music is beautiful. The sewer level, if you ever find that, it's a nightmare.
But yeah, I actually was listening to a rip of the Animorphs soundtrack, and it didn't sound right to me. And I realized after a bit it was because there was no lag. Everything just sounds so wrong with Animorphs soundtrack if it's not constantly lagging.
Now, both of the players are doing well. Like, they've definitely figured out the main mechanics of the game, how to move. Superstar Sage moving on to the boss of Marble Zone. Sure, he's a little bit behind Lizstar right now, but there is still plenty of time in this match to catch up. Not a whole lot of time, but enough that it is very doable. Of course, you really got to take advantage of the double jump here in order to make sure that you can hurt Dr. Robotnik multiple times and not take damage. And there we go.
Yeah,
Boss clear
Yeah,
for
Superstar Sage, very smart, just playing it safe, not taking any more damage.
Liz.
And through.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, yeah, Lizstar onto this boss. Now, this boss is really rude in a normal Sonic game, but when you just double jump, it's kind of silly.
Yeah, Liz was not playing it safe at all. She just went guns a-blazing, taking the boss down.
Wait,
pigs.
she's got guns on her bus now?
Sure, yeah. You know, I feel like I would probably get a little motion sickness if I were riding in this bus, and I really don't get motion sick. Whoa!
Whee!
Superstar Sage getting a nice
Anyways,
little dude.
so you might be wondering, can the bus drive underwater? The answer is yes. It just becomes a submarine.
Yeah, now there was an issue at one point. I remember that for some reason the game didn't function when you turned into a sub.
Yeah, there was one release of the game that kind of broke the sub. Anyways, I was gonna say we all live on a yellow submarine, but now we're many-colored submarines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So Liz is noting that apparently when you are a submarine, going up and down, or at least going down, you can only really go down while doing horizontal movement, no descending straight down.
Only to the
only
right.
to the right?
Yeah, that sounds about. I mean, I don't know how you expect to go down and to the left as a submarine. That just doesn't sound like something a submarine does.
Oh my gosh, I love
Have
this.
you ever seen a submarine go down and to the left, Rosencha?
I mean, I've been in like the submarine in Disneyland that went like 5 feet underwater. I don't recall going to the left though. It's been a long time. I was a kid. I don't know. Oh no! Game over for Superstar Sage. That will need.
Yeah, so just press up, down, left, right, and then hold A and press start. And then just select the zone you're on till Springyard Act 1.
Perfect. Yeah, not a huge setback, but you know, if Superstar Sage did get some checkpoints, unfortunately, that will be going back to the beginning of the level. But I think that was a fast enough game over that essentially no progress was lost. Very timely game over is what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Liz riding platforms as a bus. You know, I don't need to say as a bus. Like, everything is as a bus in this game.
No, it's just a submarine.
Okay, as a submarine. You can ride platforms as a submarine too, I guess. Whoa! Okay.
Really mastering the zigzag movement over here.
I'm really enjoying all of the sort of pinball action that Superstar Sage was going through, just bouncing all over the place. Of course, using this ramp to try to get some more horizontal momentum. Whenever you jump on a slope, you get a little bit more speed, and that is helpful to keep maintaining progress through here.
Yeah, Lizstar being very careful. I don't think she wants to find out if a submarine has air pressure tires.
Yeah, you don't want to pop your submarine's tires, okay?
Okay,
Absolutely.
it looks
the
like it
worst.
doesn't because she hit a spike there and it did not take damage. I could not remember. Gonna be honest.
Oh, okay. Little extra damage, that's fine. You know, I'm actually shocked that the submarine doesn't have tires.
I mean, yeah, no, it's like a seaplane. Like sure, you don't need your tires, but you have them.
One other thing to keep in mind is that with Sonic games, you know, rings are extremely important. But when you're a bus, you know, that's not a way to refill health. You're not going to be able to refill just by collecting rings. So you need to keep in
what a
track how
dodge.
much health do I have? You know, how much should I risk? Okay, good. Oh, yeah.
It just Lizstar weaving through. I don't think she's hit a checkpoint in a long time.
Checkpoints are overrated. I don't
No, checkpoints are underrated.
Okay, Lizstar managing to jump on the enemy as a submarine. Very nice. Although that's pretty dangerous. I would avoid enemies as much as possible.
There is a health
Okay.
power-up she has to make it through, and she does.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
And Superstar Sage through a level as well. Great job for both of you. We're making solid progress here. Beep, beep. There's something that makes me happy about every time this bus goes sliding all around. I just get giddy. I love it. Okay, Liz Star currently, like, she's just maintaining solid progress. Ooh, a sliding all over the place bus. But that's fine. You're in the water now. This is your home. Oh, the little bitey fish. I don't like that fish.
Nom, 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 nom.
Spike Boy. Okay. Why are there so many things in this game that have spikes? Actually, you know what? That's better than, like, a lot of other games that we've seen, like little baby frogs hurting you. That doesn't make sense.
I mean, I can only assume this was the inspiration for the game 1001 Spikes.
Oh
no, something happened.
Yeah, Superstar Sage unfortunately got crushed, which in Sonic 1 and in a lot of Sonic games, it's very easy to take damage like that. Okay, we are 30 minutes in. We have 20 minutes remaining. After which we will be on to our our final match here. Author Blues versus whoever wins this match. Do 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 do. Like this music's fine. I feel like it's overdone though. I don't know. Is any Sonic 1 music actually like anybody's favorites?
Starlight.
Starlight's.
Also known as featured in the Olympics in 2020.
Oh.
One.
You know what? I don't think I remember Starlight Zone's theme. Hopefully we get there then.
Oh, it is. I mean, we are making good progress. Liz Star very well might make it there.
Okay. Oh. Okay, the spinning spike ball, Liz managing to avoid that, and she just swims into the little orb. You know, once the orb has lost its thorns, not very much of a concern. Uh-oh. No! Jabbed by the spike. Ooh. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
just damage boosting through. This is fine.
honestly, that was probably a fine strat, considering that you can only move right while going down. That makes sense.
Huh. Okay. Restart. Just go back to the same level, I guess. That was unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh,
Lab 2. What's the... Up, down, left, right, hold A, start.
okay. Well, welcome everybody. Sometimes ROM hacks do have issues. Soft locks and crashes can happen. At the same time, Liz is in the lead, so I am not too concerned about what's going on there. But if it came down to a straight up tie, because Liz has been in the lead up till this point and experienced the crash, I feel like the tie is in her favor. I feel like that is pretty much the concession that we can give at this point. During the main tournament, we do try to compensate and give a little bonus time if people lost time due to issues like this. Unfortunately, we have a limited time when it comes to Kuso Live here at GDQ, and so we are here to adopt. You know, we're gonna adapt on the fly, and if a crash happens again, then that could be an issue, because that might be as far as you can make it. But I might suggest avoiding at least the ceiling in that area, because, oh, there we go, Superstar Sage moving on to Act 2. Of course, I have had in the past required people to figure out, how do I avoid crashing the game? That has legitimately been something that we have had in Kusogrande before.
Yeah, this is a Sonic 1 hack. Everyone knows that you can just get it stuck inside of walls in Sonic 1. That's just a thing that happens sometimes. That was more what I was expecting than whatever happened there.
Yeah, so worst come to worst, we'll see if Liz is able to avoid any crashes going forward. Isn't that amazing? Everybody, you're getting the true Kusogrande experience here, you know? Games that break, games that you're a submarine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yellow Submarine is overrated as a song, in my opinion.
Boo!
Okay. I mean, come on. Like, Yellow Submarine, like, sure, Ringo Starr sang it, but he also sang, what is it? Help from My Friends. That song is so good. And also, An Octopus's Garden.
What? I don't know if I've ever heard that one.
You don't know Octopus's Garden?
I don't.
Okay, you need to get cultured. Seriously.
I mean, yes, but...
Yeah, and then, like, the Beatles did While My Guitar Gently Weeps. It's, like, compared to Yellow Submarine, that's a masterpiece. Yellow Submarine, yeah, we all live in Yellow Submarine. No. My guitar's crying, okay?
Well, I mean, have you tried consoling it?
Well, that's the problem. That's the whole problem of the song. He's trying to console the guitar.
But...
Oh, there we go. Liz didn't crash the game. And moving on to Act 3. Very nice.
Yeah, so this is maybe my least favorite zone in our least favorite act in any Sonic game, because we have a staircase of doom at the very end. The first we get to ride a bus down a...
Yeah.
It's a flume ride.
Okay. Here the bus goes. Whee! Oh, yeah. Very nice jumps. I just like really fast movement, okay? I gotta be honest. I'm a fan. Okay, good double jumps. Yeah, this luckily isn't too difficult, but we do know that at least one crash has happened in water. Water is always scary at this point. Okay, Superstar Sage trying to use the pinball mechanics to get the bus out of this pit. Good job. The children will thank you. You know, also children, I feel like they shouldn't be here. Like,
they shouldn't. What, do you think they shouldn't ride this bus?
No. But they're here, and so we got. I was more like worried about. I guess Sonic 2 is the one that has the casino zone. So maybe I would have more objections to this. This is more like a pinball land. That's fine. Kids can play pinball. Ooh, Liz trying to swim through the spikes. There we go. One nice thing about this game is that, yes, you cannot drown as a submarine. At least in this game, okay?
I mean, I hope not. Ooh, spike to the bottom.
Oh, poor.
And unfortunately,
the bus got poked.
Labyrinth, because Act 3 is so good, there are no checkpoints until basically right before the boss.
That tends to be the case with a lot of the Act 3s in Sonic games, that they're not super kind. That might not be the case with later Sonics, but I know Sonic 2 for Game Gear, very similar. No checkpoints.
I mean, I would not expect Sonic 2 for Game Gear to be remotely polite.
Yeah, hey, I beat it as a kid, okay?
How did you beat it before it ran out of battery?
There's something called an AC adapter. Yeah.
No, that's cheating.
It was like 3 feet long. I had to sit on the wood floor to play Sonic, but I did. I sat, my butt hurt after, but I beat Sonic, okay? Yeah.
Wow, you might be the first person I've ever met who beat Sonic for Game Gear.
Sonic 2.
Sonic 2 for Game Gear.
Different from Sonic 2 for Genesis. Very different.
Very different.
Yeah. No, I like that game. I legitimately think that for a Game Gear game, it's one of the better ones. Ooh, not saying much. Oh, Superstar Sage through the boss without even getting a block removed. That was a very fast clear.
Yeah, meanwhile, Liz Star zipping right along through the lower route of Labyrinth Zone 3.
Yeah.
Which is the fast route.
The big thing is that, like, Liz Star has a significant lead, but Superstar Stage has been closing the gap a little bit. Like, last time we saw them both on a boss at the same time. Now Superstar Sage has beaten a boss. Liz Star hasn't made it there. You know, Liz Star did crash the game, which is a setback. Welcome to life. Don't crash things.
Yeah, don't crash your bus.
How
don't
dare you.
crash the game. Don't crash the server.
Yeah. Stop it. Stop crashing. Don't crash the system. Agreed, audience. But do some front flips. That's fun.
Oh, there's nothing in life that cannot be solved by somersaulting.
You know, honestly, front flips are more terrifying to me than back flips.
Really?
Like, I used to jump on the trampoline when I was a kid, and like the back flips, much easier to do in my opinion than a front flip. Front flip terrified me.
I am the other way around. Like front flip, I can see where I'm going. Back flip, you just toss your head back and pray.
I think it's because I couldn't see where I was going that it made it easier for me.
Makes a lot of sense.
When you can't see Doom, you know, there's nothing to fear.
Anyways, yeah, this staircase looks like it's a bit easier once it gets flooded and you just become a submarine and you can just like walk up. Walk? Swim. Swim?
Float.
I don't think that's the right verb either.
What do you call it when a submarine goes up?
Ascend?
It is surfacing.
Surfacing, that's the word, yeah.
But that implies there's a surface.
Well, we are on. We're on a surface.
Very nice, Liz.
And now we will get to hear the promised Starlight Zone. Meanwhile, Superstar Stage already through Lab 1.
Very nice. Again, I feel like the gap is getting closed a little bit more. And that's not even factoring in the crash. Oh, okay, yeah, this music's fine. Yeah, like, I mean, it's probably the best that Sonic 1 has to offer.
I mean, maybe I'm confident. I'm confident you would think it would be better than fine if Liz Star were not just honking that horn.
I prefer no, it's better with the honking. She's doing it in the rhythm of the song.
It is pretty impressive, the multitasking of driving a bus and playing a rhythm game.
Speaking of that, I played in the PS1 Mystery Tournament last night, which, did anybody else here playing it? Okay, yeah, we had a few. I played a fighting rhythm game. Yeah, Slap Happy, bingo, audience. And I actually won that one. But let me tell you, fighting and then suddenly going into rhythm game absolutely surprised me. I loved that tournament, though. Seriously, props to the people who organized the PS1 Mystery Tournament. I had so much fun. I got into top 6. Ooh. Yeah.
Congrats.
Not good enough to... Okay, yeah, you can thank me. Oh, yeah, I did so good. But, yeah, at the same time, one of our Kusogrande Classic players, Meekins, is going to be on the stage today because they made it into top 3 and, you know, didn't lose a single match. Oh my gosh, I almost lied.
So looks like Superstar Stage is a bit lost. They don't realize that there is a hidden switch underneath a item capsule somewhere in this area.
Ah, where is the switch? That's okay. Like, buses have a hard time hitting switches. I mean, they're not very precise. They're very bus-shaped.
That is traditionally the shape of a bus, yes.
Okay, never mind. This song is off. Yeah, I'm starting to say I was objectively wrong. It's fine. I admit when I'm wrong. No, Wolf.
Are you trying to imply that I haven't admitted I was wrong about something involving Bubsy?
I don't remember
Superstar
what
Stage
you admitted.
still has not found the hidden switch underneath an item block.
There is a switch beneath an item block.
Item television.
Yeah, they're TVs.
Oh, they're absolutely
Could it be
TV.
the ring box? Does that one have the switch?
It is.
There are 2 ring boxes in this area. It's got to be under one of those. Okay, Liz, just driving up the wall.
I think whatever one it is probably has not been smashed yet. There we go. We found the switch.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, fire to the bus. Okay, and there we go. Liz Star through Act 1 of Starlight Zone. Superstar Sage noting that he had a little less health, and because of that, collecting the health.
Yeah, always smart when you see health on screen. When you know you can get to it safely, just go grab it.
Yeah, like the timing was, you know, you had to be a little bit careful, but not too careful. Just enough for you to be able to navigate down there. Do, 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 do. Oh my gosh, very nice loop-de-loop by Liz.
Wait.
Star.
Oh. Oh.
The poor children, they don't even...
The children are loving this. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I never wore a seatbelt when I was in a bus.
Well, now next time they will if they survive.
Do, 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 do. Yeah.
And it looks like Superstar Stage coming up onto the end of Act 2.
Good, good. Okay, Liz still doing some platforming through Starlight Zone here. The bus making some solid progress. That fan not really blowing her very far.
I mean, that was like 3 seconds saved right there by getting that little fan boost.
I mean, yeah, the bus, for being a bus, it really needs more of a pedal, you know?
And meanwhile, Superstar Stage flying down the flume, the flume ride. We're gonna call it a flume ride. Finds the switch. Nice and quick.
I do like that there are a lot of speed strats that you can do in the game that are pretty tricky because ramps and such. You gotta be, you gotta learn how to do it. Well, we have 5 minutes left. We are in the final stretch here. Livstar driving into some of those boxes to collect what she can.
Looks like Superstar Stage is going on a quick side quest, trying to find some health. Unfortunately, only finds rings. Normally, that would be health in a Sonic game, but unfortunately, rings cannot fix a bus or a submarine.
I bet if you melted them, you could. Like, just smelt them and then,
I mean, I guess...
take a brush, brush the melted metal along the side. It works. It's like welding. Yeah,
Is that how welding works?
I've done a little welding. It was sort of like that, yeah.
So welders use paintbrushes. That's what I'm getting.
Actually, I think they would catch on fire. That's probably not a good idea.
I mean,
use a metal brush.
So use a fire-resistant paintbrush. Got it.
Yeah, fire-resistant. Just put some asbestos on it or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, so you also need to have like a little HVAC suit for the welder.
Yeah, well, just don't breathe it. That's the main thing.
Oh, that's why they have that mask thing, so they don't breathe the asbestos.
Yeah. The mask as a welder is so that you don't breathe the asbestos. It's great. And also, for everything else, it's mostly how bright it gets. Okay. Now, my question is, are we going to see a boss clear by Liz? Because I would love to see what Robotnik's up to in this place.
Oh, I think there's a real chance we're going to get there.
Liz not even using the bouncy mechanics here because the bus is really good at jump. Oh.
Unfortunately, the bus is too good at jumping. She has hit the ceiling spikes. Spikes? Enemy bad
Oh,
next.
there we go. Good at bounce. Actually, yeah, using the bounce mechanic from the spike ball, getting higher up to do the double jump onto the upper platform there. It worked out. Okay, time to drive. Whee! Woo! Oh my gosh. Whee! And then just jumping off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm imagining the G-forces of jumping off like that. It's gotta be...
I mean, I'm just imagining the speedrun because, like, when you hit that spring, you're going fast. If you jump, you can just keep that momentum and just try and preserve that. That seems like it'd be so much fun.
Oh.
Ooh,
I
Liz Star.
love the idea.
Great idea. Unfortunately, the physics disagreed. Ooh, but that did work right there. Just
Okay.
jumping sideways.
Yeah, the big thing is how far past do you have to go in order to actually make that work, and
Yeah.
apparently about that far. Okay.
And you definitely want to jump up the slope because otherwise it's very slow.
I mean, if you jump before the slope, that's the main thing. Because if you jump while going up a slope, you usually get some backwards momentum, and that is a bit of a
Meanwhile, it
problem.
looks like Superstar Stage very close to the Act 3 boss, which is, of course, the Staircase of Doom.
Yeah, the staircase is fine. Like,
Oh, I mean, when you can just submarine up it, yeah.
yeah, you're
What?
not really in danger of drowning. Superstar Sage, no, did you saw?
You
Oh,
zipped.
oh, you got out! Yeah!
I have literally no idea how he did that, but congrats.
You know, getting soft locked and then unsoft locking, that's what I love
Yeah,
to see.
I mean, zips are a thing in Sonic games. I don't know how you triggered that one, but that was cool.
Now, most Sonic games, you might not say that they are soft locks because you have a timer and eventually you will die, but I don't see a timer on the screen.
Yeah, we do not have a timer in
Okay,
Crazy Bus.
this boss is so trivial now. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, no.
Buses are fantastic.
1 minute left in the match,
And we saw it clear.
Yeah, so
very nice.
this star gets to go on to Scrap Brain 1. We're going to get to enjoy that music for a little bit of time.
Come back here, Robotnik. Okay, never mind.
Meanwhile, beating Labyrinth Zone.
Very
also
nice job for
fantastic
Superstar
progress.
Sage.
That I did not think anyone was. I thought maybe we'd see a Labyrinth Zone clear. Did not think we were going to see a Starlight Zone clear at all. So that is fantastic by both our runners.
Yes, great job. Okay, on to Starlight Zone Act 1. Yeah, this is pretty much where it's going to end, but we're going to let them finish because I'm curious what this looks like.
Oh my goodness.
There's something great about a bus just flipping around. Yeah, I approve of making silly things. If you're gonna do something, make it silly. And that is time, everybody. Congratulations to the players. Lizstar, our victor today.
I love that final screenshot, by the way.
Oh, yeah, look at that bus. Woo! I do not have much time for outros, so just so you know, Superstar Sage, based off of the tiebreaker, which is your placement in qualifiers, will be getting our bird calendar. Enjoy extremely accurate birds. Yeah, Superstar Sage, what are you doing online these days? Or if you're not streaming, what are you playing that people should check out?
Nothing much, but I did start Slay the Princess yesterday, which
Ooh.
was a small mistake because there goes several hours.
Very, very nice. Lizstar, of course, we'll have plenty of time with you in a little bit. Anything you want to shout out before we move on?
Can I play this more?
You sure can later on. All right, everybody, we are on to the final match. So stay tuned. We will be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the final game of Kuso Live for GDQ 2025. I'm Brosencha, and we've got NPC helping to commentate Author Blues versus Lizstar. Give it up for these two. They've done a fantastic job. Honestly, classic players here in the game Barbarian. Without further ado, are you both ready? Okay, so I'll give you the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. And welcome to Barbarian.
What is this?
What is this? Have you seen this game, NPC?
I mean, I have played quite a bit of DOS stuff, and some of it has been bad, but I still reiterate, what are we watching here?
What are we watching? We're watching a game called Barbarian. This is a game that came out in 1996, and by came out, I mean it was made in Korea. People possibly purchased this. I'm not 100% sure, but it is a game that was actually discovered by Jeff. One of the... Yeah. People didn't expect to be Jeff for the finals, but you got Jeff. Congratulations. I actually, a while ago when I had the show Grudge Match on GDQ, RIP, we had Spike Vegeta play this. I'm trying to remember, against Nuclear, and that was a lot of fun. I had a blast with that match. Now, this game is a bit of a nightmare to actually control, as you can see.
I'm more stuck looking at the face in the upper right of the screen.
He's just trying to do pull-ups, okay?
Are you sure about that?
No. I'm not sure about very much in this game. Okay, Lizstar jumping on the dinosaur. Of course, there are multiple games called Barbarian for DOS. We have talked about this with the tech team that was like, which Barbarian is this? And I'm like, Yeah.
The correct one.
Ooh, Liz taking a death. Unfortunately.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, watch the cutscene. You got to see it at least once, okay? Okay, there you go. You
That
should do
continuous
know at
coming
least once.
closer.
Do know at least once because it's great. Oh, okay, you don't know how to continue? Well, perfect. We get to see what he does. Oh, there he goes. Aw. Okay, so I would say both of you at least let the game over screen play once so that it's evenly balanced. And otherwise, the next time that you get there, do whatever you can to try to continue. Because I also am not 100% sure how to continue.
Yeah, only the highest quality games for Kusogrande.
It looks like Author Blues figured that out. That was still about the same amount of time, so I'm not too concerned. Okay.
What?
Yeah, actually, share your secrets with the letter Y is continue. Okay, cool. I guess it's Y for yes and for no, yeah.
What? Can we use the letter Q for quit?
In some games, yeah. But no, we're not doing that. Come on, we've got 50 minutes of Barbarian. Look, they're penguins, they're dinosaurs. I don't know why penguins hurt you, but it's a very scary place when you are this dude, this gorilla of sorts. Now, I hope that you all can hear the music, because even though the music for this level is not the biggest jam, just you wait. We're gonna get to some beautiful stuff coming on. Now, Author Blues getting across actually a very difficult jump, figuring out where this game wants you to go and how to avoid touching spikes especially is very important. Even though you technically do have health, it's very difficult to tell how much health you have. In fact, I wouldn't be able to tell you right now. Oh, Liz Star falling into the water, which happens all the time. Author Blues touching the spikes. Spikes very deadly to poorly rendered gorillas, honestly.
And crazy buses.
I mean, you're shaped like balloons. Spikes are gonna pop you. Yeah, spikes are bad for buses. So, yeah, what are your thoughts about the game so far? Like, not just like, can we quit the game, but also like...
No, I'm just basically trying to learn what this hitbox is on this gorilla. I'm just looking also, seeing how much ammo we have, because is that a hammer?
I'd say it's a throwing axe, probably like a caveman axe. Yeah, Author Blues had about 30 of those. Liz Star has 19.
Yeah,
the biggest,
so you can pick up like 5 at a time.
Yeah,
also.
The biggest problem with them, though, is how much they arc. Liz, though, using them against enemies that were above her, definitely a good way to approach this. Now, platforming in this game is a nightmare. Both of these players are excellent at platformers, which is really exciting to have them play a platformer that they haven't tried before. Uh-oh, Liz is... Look at the top right. That's a face. I don't know what kind of face it is, but not a very happy face. Yeah, I would assume 1 or 2 more hits, probably gonna die, although spikes will take care of that in most cases. And Liz Star collected a leaf. I guess that is health. Okay, Author Blues, time to ascend into the heavens. Go
now
to
Liz
monkey.
Star got hit by the spike of doom.
Okay, and Liz getting to see this cutscene as well. Yeah! I would ask each time that you beat a level, please do let the cutscene play out because everybody needs to see it.
I never got to see it.
Okay, there are other cutscenes.
Oh, there are?
Oh, are there?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh, no! Author Blues falling to his death. Very unfortunate, but that is the life of a barbarian gorilla thing. Yeah, of course. Okay.
Now I'm gonna look up, see if there are barbarian gorillas.
I mean, you're seeing it right here. Oh, Author Blues having a hard time making those jumps. Technically, you can get out of that area without dying, but extremely difficult. Yeah, where Author Blues is right now, you can survive. How do you survive? Like that. Damage boosting helps a little bit, but also just getting very close to the edge. I'm not sure if it's pixel perfect. Ooh.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
came up.
We found a Gorilla Barbarian, the real. Cool.
Yeah, it's D&D stuff.
Oh, it's D&D stuff? Never mind, not real. Okay. Now, both of the players still on level 1. Not a surprise. This game controls unlike any other game out there. Author Blue, or Liz Star, unfortunately, keeps taking damage from the penguin up above. Oh no! Falling down. That dang penguin. Why would it be like this? Yeah, the important thing for the players here is to think, like, what can I do to make progress here? What is the game asking of me? Now, when it comes to, you know, games that were on Nintendo that generally have the seal of quality, sure, you might say that seal meant nothing, but it meant something.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Almost all of the games were completable. Almost all of them. There were a couple.
I'm gonna give you the look for a reason.
There were a couple on the NES that did not, that weren't completable. But in general, they had a little bit more of a flow, and especially in Super Nintendo era, like, there was a bit more of a straightforward logic. Whenever games were made in other countries or using non-Nintendo oh! Making it down to the Glacier, though, that is huge. A lot of progress there. Yeah, when it came to companies that did not make officially licensed games, you didn't really know what set of rules they were following. And anything that's bootleg, you know, the rules often get thrown out the window. Of course, this game, yeah, it breaks quite a few of the rules. Like, what rules? The logic of where to go. Liz Star riding the Glacier. Let's see where she is able to go. Okay, she saw something over there. We'll see what she is able to do. Very nice dinosaur hops by Author Blues, by the way. Great job. Ooh, a mushroom. Oh, no!
Oh.
And Liz is through. Gotta watch the cutscene, though. Okay, there's an elephant. Watch out. Ah! Wow! Celebrate, monkey! Okay.
That's an evil start to a first level.
I mean, this game is basically evil starts all over the place. Now, the fortunate thing about this game is that despite how cruel it is, it does have unlimited continues as far as I'm aware. You know, they don't have to worry about running out. You know, get to the next level. If you make it to the next level, you are making progress from there. Okay, Author Blues, can you make this jump? Yeah, that jump is so hard, everybody. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Okay, Author Blues saw the penguin up above and decided not to jump from there, which may have been the right call. That penguin blocked Liz so much. Oh, still getting penguin blocked. That's fine. Liz, back to the heavens. Go, Liz, go. Yeah, the difficult thing as well with this game is that you do not have, what was I gonna say? You do not have something. You don't
have a good game.
I don't think you really have the ability to control how high you jump. That is
so
a problem.
you have a fixed jump height.
Yeah, and when you're dealing with a fixed jump height, you know, and there are enemies up above that you keep hitting with your head, you have to think, what can I do with this in order to actually make progress? Because Author Blues keeps bumping his head against the penguin. And penguins hurt in this land. Oh, very tight jump, but again, it's right near the beginning of the level. Dying isn't the biggest deal. With unlimited continues at the beginning of the level, unless you have checkpoints, death, it's fine.
There's a banana.
Oh, there is a banana. That looks pretty tempting. Could be tasty. Oh, just shrugging. Okay.
Gorilla doesn't know.
Oh, no.
Dang,
Okay.
I was hoping that the banana was going to make him fly.
Liz got the bananas, but unfortunately died because
They lost their bananas.
Yeah, there was no secret platform. That's the thing. It's like, what do you do at that section in order to make progress? What does this game want from me? Both of these players have played a lot of platformers, but we're getting into some puzzle elements. You know, if they can figure out what the game wants from them in those locations, then they'll be able to make progress. Like, and yes, Author Blues into the water again. Not a big deal. The only loss is that you get to see a monkey butt. Okay, good flying off into the ether. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about things. I was like thinking about, do I want to use every single, axe or hammer, or should I save them for like, special occasions?
Yeah,
It seems like these levels are quite big, so conserving ammo might be a thing.
Yeah, luckily I do remember what's needed to clear this level, but I'm not saying, because it's really exciting to see what the players are able to do. Author Blues using the weird, like when you jump on an enemy, you actually have a lot of time to press the jump button again, even if the enemy dies, and that can give you a little extra height in order to make some of these trickier jumps. Oh my gosh, I love this dude so much. Author Blues avoiding the spear. Now, there are actually multiple weapons in this game. You've got the throwing axe. You've got some spears. Can they be toggled between? Possibly, but I really... if they can be, I don't know how. It's possible that collecting them may just replace one. Oh, Author Blues getting some weird camera scrolling, but that's fine. Okay. Unfortunately, the penguin's still dealing some damage, but not a huge deal as long as you don't accidentally scroll the camera enough to fall off the iceberg. Oh, I saw Oth trying to do the jump, but unfortunately hit the attack button. Oh no, Liz, no! Okay, very low on health for Author Blues, but he's able to make the final jump and move on to level 2. Let's see this cutscene again, everybody. Yeah! Throw that elephant. Definitely not a mammoth. Didn't look like a mammoth to me. Okay, good jumps by Author Blues. Liz also, like, both of them have figured out, I think, the basic movement here. Figuring out a little bit of the speed of these icebergs moving around, how they relate to your own momentum is pretty important. You know, if it's slower than you, you can oftentimes make a last-second jump. But if things move your same speed and it starts moving away from you, it's too late. You know, you're dead if you try to jump after it. It's not happening.
So we've got 15 minutes through this already.
Yeah, this is going so fast.
So, quick question: How it looks like it controls badly. How have you played this? I mean,
I have. Oh, Liz figured out the trick here. Let's not spoil it, but there we go. Figuring out the puzzle portion of this game is fantastic. Of course, that is something that Author Blues will need to figure out later. We got this dude. He's got ice skates and throws snowballs. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't even know what kind of universe this is in. This is in... Oh, Author Blues sees the bananas dancing, but unfortunately touches the spike and falls to his death. Yeah, spikes are insta-kill, very much like Battletoads. I mean, they look like Battletoad spikes, just a little fancier.
I'm trying to give them better music than what we're listening to right now. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I think it's the next stage that has even better music.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Liz is currently in the lead, but again, like, this game has enough walls that it's hard to say exactly who is going to win, even though she has the advantage. We've seen comebacks plenty of times in Kusogrande. We've seen people who were, you know, who I thought had no hope. and then suddenly came back at the last moment. You just never know what's going to happen in a race setting. Okay, Author Blues learned jumping after the bananas unfortunately doesn't trigger anything important. And
Yeah,
all that lies over there.
They have no appeal. What'd you say?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I'm glad it took you that long, bro.
I mean, I'm trying to pay attention to something else.
Not me.
Not that joke. Oh, okay. Maybe there is a little bit of height control because Lizstar managed to jump on it or jump from that platform over to the penguin without hitting any of the spikes above. No! That was so much progress, Liz. Oh no! Now the thing is, even though Liz did die and needs to play the level over again, she doesn't lose the knowledge that she has. She knows some of the tricks that this level has. These platforms that go up and down, by the way, seem to be on a global cycle of sorts. Unfortunately, the cycle, because you can't see the platform over there, you don't know where it is in the cycle. You just gotta deal with that. Is there a way to manage to see it without dying? Possibly. Or, you know, sometimes you just gotta take a leap of faith in some of these games. As much as you hate to do that, it may be faster than trying to actually play the game the way that it's intended. Figure it out. Author Blues making a jump, but unfortunately not enough horizontal distance. That is a game over. So he'll need to figure out how do I deal with that section. And I'm sure he'll be able to figure it out pretty soon. Liz, taking a death on those spikes again.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I want to play this now.
I love this game, okay? Unironically, I think it's so much fun. Is it bad?
I just want to feel these controls because they look like they do not.
I mean, Liz and Author Blues have played so many platformers that I... like, not too shocked. Okay, Author Blues throwing all those axes and already figuring out the puzzle. Fantastic job. I believe that makes up a couple minutes for him, and depending on how he's able to do here, he could potentially pass Liz. Not to put stress on Liz or anything. Oh, damage from above. As above, so below. You don't want that to happen. Okay. Author Blues got a banana. He's eyeing, what do I do here? Okay. And I believe that he has figured out the second part of this puzzle here. Unfortunately, that hole, not wide enough, gonna be playing through the level in order to get back there. The important thing is that, you know, if you do know what happens, managing to get back to where you were before without choking is the important thing. And it's very easy to think, I know what to do, let's rush. And then rushing ends up getting you killed. So, you know, think, is it worth rushing? Do I have a timer here? There is no timer. You're not racing against it. Slow progress is better than no progress in cases like this. So, you know, take your time. Try not to die too much.
It feels like when you're at the beginning of a match that you can, you know, rush as much as you can. But when you're getting like to the second half, you're, you know, frantically rushing, which is something you shouldn't try to do.
It really depends on the game as well, because some games, you know, you can rush through pretty quickly, but as soon as the game starts killing you over and over again, that's when you know rushing is a bad idea. It's time for me to do something different. Okay, Author Blues getting on these platforms. Very nice job. Good little hops hit by the snowball, but not a huge deal. He's alive. That's what matters. But where do you go from here? Oh, I saw a big penguin. Oh, straight down was indeed the correct call. This appears to be... Oh! The blind jump unfortunately got Author Blues, but I think that was technically a platform past Liz. It's very close. Close enough that I would, like, it would be a struggle to call the victor at this point.
No. Liz is at the
Liz
boss.
is at the boss. I'd call it a boss. Look, it's a penguin that's shooting its eggs at you out of its stomach. I dislike this. Penguin, you should not do this. Okay, stop it. Okay, Liz using a wonderful strat to deal with the penguin. And it looks like it's dead. Oh, baby. Oh, he's got sunglasses and everything. Look at him go. Yeah, do the moonwalk. Come on, juggle in the air. Wah.
People
We
put
can clap
effort
for the cutscene. I
People
love
put
that.
effort into that.
People designed this, okay? This is not AI art. This was made by a human, okay? And I will take this any day over AI art. Seriously, this is so much fun. If you make something that looks goofy, ham it up, baby. Make me laugh because I will share it. I love it.
Dong, dong, dong.
I think it's this music.
That's music. What is that down there? I mean, we can't share that just yet, but I mean, just looking at it.
My guess it might be an extra life, but I don't know. And also, does an extra life really matter in this game? I don't know. If it's something that's not an extra life, it could be valuable, but every time that you get a game over, you go back to the beginning of the game.
I'm just curious where this is going to go.
Okay, it may... Yeah, I vaguely hear the music. I don't think this is the one that I was thinking of. I mean, still a little bit of a fever dream, but not super action-packed. Oh.
That's interesting. So how much of this game have you played? Have you beaten it?
No. Although I kind of want to. I'm really curious what happens later on in this game.
I have a barbarian race with you if you want.
Okay, sure. Okay, a few people want a barbarian race. Sure. Once I'm back from work travel, we can race barbarian and see who clears it first.
I'll settle with that. Yeah, sure.
Okay, Author Blue's getting a game over, but again, a game over is really not more punishing than dying. It's not a huge deal. You just get to watch a cool cutscene. In fact, maybe it's preferable to dying.
So let's see the...
Oh, Liz started dying to the spikes. Okay, using a little Donkey Kong Country technique of rolling off to the side. I honestly think this was probably inspired by Donkey Kong Country. One of the Donkey Kong likes that is a little more original. Unfortunately, that roll did not work out. Rolling is a little bit weird in this game. All you do is you hold down and then you push left or right, and that gets you the roll.
Still working on it.
Still working on it. The big question is that the correct way to go? It may or may not be. The game does want specific things from you as a player.
It's like, I just really want to see more of these animations.
Yeah, like I want Author Blues to see the end of this second level because it's so good. Okay, actually, I'm going to stand up for a second because I want to hear the music and see if it is the one that I'm thinking of. Because if it is, I'm going to ask our tech team to crank it a little bit for the audience because they will laugh. This is the music that I was thinking of, so I want you to hear this. This is music, okay? It's so weird. It's wispy and strange and just kind of a fever dream. I'm sure that people watching the VOD are going to hear this. It's a bear. I like that everybody in the audience roared along with it. Good. Okay, Liz. Okay, there we go. That is Apparently.
What?
And we are. Oh, you got a sword? What?
Okay, now we're just doing Jungle Hunt.
I love Jungle Hunt. Such a good game. Okay, you can go down and up. I've never seen people beat all of stage 1. Oh, Upper Blues! Yeah, you get the animation. Yeah, look at him go. Oh, yeah, he even throws it up in the air. It's great. Okay, come on, do the slide. Yeah, bam.
I have to admit, it's much better looking at the big screen as opposed to the little screen over here.
I don't know. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, I would say that, like, if people are wondering about the music, you'll probably be able to hear the music a little bit better in the VOD. I died laughing when I was able to hear it on headphones, okay? And when we race it,
yes,
you're going to laugh so hard.
Okay.
I promise.
I have complete faith that I will be laughing.
Good.
At you.
Luckily, lucky for Author Blues, Liz is on an auto scroller that she's currently going through, stabbing. What even are these? Like, I see an anemone. I see
it's
many like
enemies.
a single tentacled squid on the left. Oh, yeah, somebody in the audience was like, what is up with Jeff and these auto-scrollers?
That was
Liz
Liz.
is saying that. Yeah, Liz did have to play Ice Age Adventures 2 for Game Boy Color, which is a bootleg of the Ice Age movies. Yeah, it's auto-scroller nightmare land. Okay. Yeah, let's just say, if anybody happens to do a speedrun of this game, this is a great place for donations. You know, you can read out like all of them. Oh, the squid bit your butt. Watch out. It looks like Liz is probably low on health. She's staying up towards the top of the screen. Okay, and
This is quite a long auto scroller, to be honest.
she did die once, which may impact a little bit of how the auto scroller is going. Author Blues is just trying to figure out the order of operations in this level. Again, you know, this is a platformer, but it's also kind of a puzzle game. I guess Author Blues warped.
Okay, at least it did not soft lock.
I'm not sure that's intended, but that was kind of cool. I liked it. Okay. I saw the boss for Author Blues. Let's see if he's able to deal with it. Okay. Come on, do the roar. Do it. No, I'm waiting for the bear to do it. Come on, bear. Roar! And there we go. Author Blues has beaten the boss. And on to stage 2, everybody. This is a race. Both players onto the auto-scroller. Oh my gosh, she's got a good breaststroke though. He gotta learn how to use his feet a little bit more while swimming. We are 30 minutes in. Yeah, Author Blues is like, I've got a sword now? You do. You're a great barbarian. Oh. For those watching at home, they said, Author Blow. Oh my god. I can't do commentary anymore.
You okay? You okay?
No, I'm not okay. Author Blues said, I deserve this. Anyway, yeah, that's it. For all the people at home watching. Yeah, Liz has had a few deaths on this level. So the biggest thing, like, whoever figures out how to make it through the auto scroller first is probably going to take, well, they will take the lead. But Author Blues is very low on health. Liz has a decent amount of health right now. And the dolphin bit his butt. No! It's time to ascend. You can do it, Author Blues.
Oh, that's interesting. But I'm not going to share it.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
I have my idea of how to beat this, but I can't absolutely say for sure.
Yeah, I've got my own theories as well, and each player is doing something a little bit different. In general, during Kuso Live, I ask, don't look at each other's screens, focus on your own, as people develop strategies, it might be one that would work for you, it might be one that wouldn't work for anybody, and also things that, work out for me might be completely different from what would benefit other players, I've seen plenty of games during this tournament alone that people approach different sections differently, and it works out for them. Okay, meanwhile, Lizstar getting back into this match. Now, I do want to say that a big reason I wanted to do tournaments at marathons is just because we need more on-site entertainment. I like to be able to share the comedy, and in my opinion, there's a lot of serious stuff that comes with speedrunning, but there's also a lot of humor. And when it comes to blind races, I appreciate things that are bad, but that have passion behind them, that have something interesting. And this game has had so much absolute chaos, absolute weirdness, and I just love it. If you're going to make a game that's strange and different, make it memorable. That's what's really important to me. And honestly, whenever I get the chance to share something that I love, even if it's weird, I just get so much joy out of it. And I hope that other people also have enjoyed the chaos that we have in the Kusoge community. Yeah, NPC, what about you? Why do you play bad video games?
Because you made me, first of all. I didn't used to have this life until I joined Kuso 2.
Okay.
Actually, I take that back, because when I was a younger kid, I could only afford the cheaper games, which led me to play Dragon Power and what other games are terrible.
Okay.
Flying Warriors or Flying Dragon, I can't remember which one. But I used to love those games, and then I saw Kusogrande, and I'm like, oh man, I totally want to play that. And then I regretted my decision, but I still, enjoyed playing them nonetheless. So
yeah, it's like regret, but not really.
No.
Yeah.
I've gotten to meet so many new people, made new friends, and
yeah, everybody,
including Brasentia.
Yeah, we've become pretty good friends. I'm really glad. If you want to get into speedrun, that was so much progress too. I don't know how much, but so much.
Yeah. So, somebody beat the level so that we know what the progress is.
Yeah, honestly, it's gonna be hard otherwise. I don't know who to give Waterworld to at this point.
I'm really trying to decide if that is so much auto-scroller or if there is a certain technique to beat this level.
Yeah, we're gonna find out, if this is an auto-scroller or not.
Yeah, we have hired these two people to figure out how to beat this level.
We have tricked these two people into figuring out how to beat this level.
I mean, we basically did that for Cybergenic Ranger. He gave it to me so I could figure out how you're actually supposed to beat the game.
Oh yeah, we didn't think it was completable. Then you did speedruns of it.
Well, I wanted to figure out how to beat the snake, and then I figured out. And so there's now recorded evidence on how to beat Cybergenic Ranger.
Yeah, there's a lot of games out there that, there's no video evidence of anybody ever beating them. This is probably one of those, is what I would assume. If anybody plays through this and beats it, put a video up. Be part of history. Put your stamp on the Korean bootleg video game record. It's very important. At least for me. I think video game preservation is super important, and preserving methods, preserving techniques, preserving information, all extremely helpful and important. Okay. Oh, no, the squid touched Liz Star. Oh, no. So did the very deadly dolphin. Why are the dolphins deadly?
Because you touched them.
Although, why do the dolphins have... I don't know. Everything's just weird. If this is prehistoric, maybe these are based off of, like, ancient fish?
Yeah, keep speculating.
Okay. That's about all the speculation I can do. Liz, at the bottom of the screen...
I'm thinking that they want to start off with a whole fresh set of lives.
That's fair. Honestly, getting a game over, not a bad idea at this point. If she can die. Oh, there we go. Why do the... So one thing that I noted is that, like, stabbing the dolphins while they're swimming towards you, especially if it doesn't kill them, they keep coming, and usually your animation is not long enough, or it's too long so that you can't move out of the way. They're already in your hurt box by the time you finish stabbing, and they deal damage to you. So, like, stabbing things that are coming towards you, not a good idea here. Yeah, if you're gonna stab it, make sure it's running away. Yeah, I'm not giving that as general advice. No, very specifically this game advice. Okay, the little squids, though. Let's start killing the squids in one hit. The plants also die in one hit, so that's nice. Why do the plants hurt the monkey? I don't know. Maybe they tangle him up so that he can't get out of here. Oh, Liz almost getting hit by enemies, but luckily ducking down enough.
Well, that...
Okay. Yeah, again, like, some of these games are brutally difficult, and just, like, trying to understand the mechanics enough to get through levels can be a challenge. So, like, I enjoy that we have a lot of different experimentation because we've had some people stay at the top of the screen in order to try to get through the level. We've had some people, you know, killing as many enemies as possible to see, will that trigger the end of the level? And honestly, okay, maybe literally nothing works to beat this level. We don't know what you need to do, but someone will figure it out, I promise.
Yeah, yes, we do.
100% I promise somebody is going to beat this level. It might be me.
It could be
It's
you.
gonna be me. Oh, yeah, it could be you at home, everybody. Hope you enjoy. Okay, well, the monkeys are swimming. The fish are swimming. The plants not swimming. Well, some of them are. I don't know how plants swim, but they go up and down sometimes. It's weird. Biology is strange.
I think it will be funny if somebody does beat this, is that water will earn them Water World.
This will be the first recorded evidence that we know of somebody beating this level. Yeah. I mean, then again, I could pull up a YouTube video to see. Huh. How do you beat Waterworld? Oh my god, it's Waterworld! I found the Kuso connection. Okay, it's here. It's been here all along.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
I'm slow.
I appreciate... You got this, bud.
Shut up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Oh.
Yep.
Who has the same animation?
Oh!
Author Blues! Wait, you're going into the rocket? Yeah!
Yes!
Go, monkey, go! Yeah, to space! There he goes! So,
Now it's the planet of the humans.
okay, so the answer is that...
No,
the answer
don't
is... Well, Author Blues already told Liz Star. The answer to beat level 2 is to live. That's what you got to do.
Yeah, I do. And then the next time I live way longer.
Aren't you
my
looking
gosh.
forward to this, bro?
I so am excited to race this. Like, legitimately, I have so much passion for this game despite not having played it very much. Like, I love it so much. This is the kind of... I guess those kill you? Okay. Yeah, the stalactites getting you.
Yes.
There are a lot of stuff. Okay, yeah, some of them you have to jump on and some of them you cannot jump on, so... Okay. That's the bad one. Okay.
Bad Spike.
Yeah, FYI, Author Blues demonstrating the difference between good and bad stalactites. I would assume stalagmites are all evil, okay? Like, hanging from the ground, or from the ceiling, you can't. I guess the floor hurts.
Floor is lava.
Oh, that's right, yeah, remember, stalagmites might hang from the ceiling, but they don't. That's the rule. Okay. Author Blue's getting your game over, but not a big deal. Liz, just trying to stay alive. That is the name of the game for the water section. We weren't sure it was an auto-scroller, but it is.
We weren't sure.
Yeah, Liz said that it looks like it was looping, and I kind of agree. I mean, like, the background, not exactly original. Oh my gosh. This has been so much fun. Okay, Author Blues using the projectile strat right there. I was wondering if that would appear here, and indeed it did. Okay, Author Blues trying to jump on slime? I think that's slime.
They look like the slimes from another world.
It's weird slime. I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Question is, can you hit the stalactite from there? Nope.
Wow, interesting. There we
Oh,
go.
whoa, you can kill it? That's so good. Okay, and there we go. All of the stalactites are down. And Author Blues platforming across them. Good. Oh, good snake jump. Okay. Oh! Apparently, that stalagmite was going extremely tall, and it was just too much. Oh, the Barbarian down.
Oh, Liz!
Liz, you gotta see the cutscene.
You gotta see the cutscene.
You gotta see the cutscene. Yeah, monkey time. Woo! I love that he goes to space and then is promptly in a cave. It doesn't make any sense. Are there caves in space? I mean, this might be a moon cave. Okay, quick game over by Liz. I believe on purpose, just to make sure she has lives, doesn't have to sit through the game over animation again.
That is a terrible hitbox.
Yeah, I don't like this slime. I don't understand the slime. Oh, there we go. Okay, Author Blue's killing it. And we have 5 minutes left. Honestly, that is enough time for both of them to make progress here. It is still not decided. This could be won by either player. Author Blue's just trying to hit this. And hitboxes are hard, everybody. There we go. Okay, good jump. Hurting the snake. This is the jump that got Author Blues before. Let's see if he's able to get through it. Oh, there's a duck.
I think that's a dragon.
Oh, that's a dragon?
Okay.
That was cool. Okay. Oh! Oh, Liz falling to her death. Oh my gosh.
The floor is lava. Dang it.
It's very boring looking lava. Like, honestly, that's one thing that people should generally keep in mind. Like, when you are designing a game, play bad games, because then you will know what not to do. Yeah, it's honestly very helpful. And like, yeah, you can very clearly see that telling the difference between what hurts and what doesn't is really important. So yeah, the lessons, a lot of game dev lessons can be learned by experiencing games like this. Okay, Liz trying to figure out what to do, but the slime harassing her. Okay, there she goes. She sees that she got a crack on the stalactite.
How did you do that?
Are those ropes? I think they might be.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, like, also, whenever you see something weird happens that you're like jumping in the air and nobody can explain it, that's something that might actually matter in the game. And I think that, like, I still have theories about what was happening, but I'm not completely sure. Yeah, this is a platformer, everybody. You thought that platformers would be fairly straightforward, but sometimes they were made by a random company that probably did not make very many games because, you know, probably a very small group located in Korea. You know, they probably had exposure to some of our games, but probably didn't have much information on how to necessarily code, especially for DOS. But still, they put this out. Like, I will never. I don't want to dunk on the devs because they definitely put some heart into this, and I love it. Oh, Author Blues did get a little bit of a jump on that, so I think that he's figuring this section out. Okay, Liz, trying the difficult jump. There we go. Getting a little bit up. Let's see what Liz is able to do here. Okay, she's waiting on the platform. Okay. Oh, we found a hanging animation and a death animation. Okay. Honestly, super close between the two players, and we've got 1 minute left. This is essentially your last chance, both of you, to make progress.
Yeah, no pressure or anything.
Yeah, only Kevin Costner is on the line here. It's.
Oh, come on.
Okay. What? I guess. Okay, Author Blues, I would like at this point has made a little bit more horizontal
it's
progress.
A little, but it's still
just so
a little.
small, but a little bit. And I would say, let's see what Liz can do in this final bit. No! Everybody, that is going to decide it. That, my friends, is the tournament for Agent Q 2025 with the win barely going to Author Blues. Congratulations, you are the Barbarian. I am so glad about that. And you get the Laserdisc of Kevin Costner's Waterworld, brought by NPC. Liz, if you
treasure that forever.
We will do our best to get you the handheld console from the CVS machine. It did fall out of the slot, but if I can't, and because of that, I can't buy it because it's not in the slot right now. But if I can't get it here, I will send you a copy to your own house. So don't worry, we will get that to you. Author Liz, how was the game? Author Liz, how was the game?
Honestly, not bad. The water section frustrated me just because it wasn't obvious like what to do. I thought it was looping. Like I saw like enemy patterns that I thought were looping. I'm like, oh, it wants me to kill all the enemies, and I spent way too long on that.
Oh yeah.
But like the actual platforming, genuinely not that. Like once you get it, it's jank.
Jank.
It is very jank.
Yes.
But once you like kind of get a hang of like, okay, like, you know, you get stuck if you jump vertically, and you can move like a little further if you like are running and jumping at the same time. Once you kind of get that, it makes sense. Almost like Bongo in that way, with the weird like jumps that you gotta like. That you know, it's not that bad.
Yeah, you're right. It's jank, but it's consistently jank.
Yes.
It doesn't keep throwing you for a loop. You know, it behaves more or less like you expect once you learn the rules of the game. Yeah. What about you, Author Blues? How do you feel about Barbarian?
I found a skip in the first level, so it's a speed run.
Oh, speedrun time.
Yeah. Also, can the prize for next Kusogrande Live be a Laserdisc player?
It'll probably. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. With that said, everybody, you know Liz Star. She streams over at twitch.tv/LizStar. Absolutely has wonderful projects. Our Genesis expert. It's great to have you. And Author Blues, another bad game expert who does a lot of Mario. Super Mario World is his favorite game in the world. It's great. And he often has competitions for designing levels and trying them out.
Those are very fun to watch, by the way.
Yeah, I believe those are your competitions, right?
I don't run them,
Oh, okay. You just play them.
but I'm a judge for SMW Central.
Okay, he's a judge for SMW Central, so he gets to try out a bunch of the levels that people make, which I love. Everybody, if you have enjoyed this, feel free to join us. We have a Discord, discord.gg/Kusogrande. Otherwise, I am always happy to chat with people. Play more bad games. You will learn so much from them, and a lot of them are a joy. Until next marathon, this has been Kusogrande Live. Take care.